Hey guys, about one more minute and we'll go live. Okay, that is some good rock and roll right there. But okay, let's keep going with the game, guys. Welcome everybody. Saturday night. Gosh, all right. We already got 2 people on TikTok and 2 people on Twitch. Welcome. Thank you guys for watching. Let's see. Looks like the stream is going okay. I can see the video feeds all right. Everything's set up on all 3 different systems that we use. I'm streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok right now, and it seems like everything's okay. Let me know, you guys. Let me know if there's something wrong with the stream. Hopefully the stream is just fine. Okay. So, let's reestablish where we are. For those of you that are new to the stream, you just popped in and you're like, what does it need to reestablish? Aren't you just playing Fallout? I was streaming 30 minutes ago. I streamed for a couple hours, and about 30 minutes ago, the stream crashed out. It just crashed and burned, and so now we're back. So when we left the stream, when it crashed out, we were at the Vim Soda Pop Factory here on Far Harbor, and we were gunning to get the Vim power armor suit that is in there. However, it ended up being a brutally tough struggle. I am right now level 60, I think. There we are. I'm level 60. However, I am not strong because I've installed mods into the game to make the enemies do double damage to me. So the moment I walked into that Vim Pop Factory, there was one area where like 5 super mutants all machine gun you to death. And I could just see my hit points go... and I died. Hey, Life of Chai is here. Life of Chai, welcome. It's so nice to see you. Thanks for chatting with me earlier today, Life of Chai. That was really cool. Anyway, because I died, I ended up fleeing off stream and came back here to Longfellow's cabin. And I just want to fix everything up. Like my armor, you can see a bunch of armor pieces here are not being worn. That's probably because I pulled them off the other armor that my companions were wearing. But also some of them are mine, and they're not worn by me either because they got blown right off of me. The enemies were so strong, they were just blowing pieces of armor off of me. So everything needs to get fixed at this point. We got our asses handed to us on a platter. So let's rebuild. And let's also talk to the chat while we're doing stuff. Hold on, let me rebuild some pieces here. And then we can talk. Great. Oh, no, don't exit, don't exit. Let's put on my stuff. Let's see here. This one is mine to wear. Okay, right leg, left leg, torso. Right arm, left arm, helmet. Okay, that's for me. That's good. So we were having a great time Saturday night, streaming and doing all that good stuff. And I started dying, and then the stream just cut out, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is a mess." So I recuperated. I'm going to take this helmet and right arm too. They need to be repaired as well. Oh, thank you for the likes, Drauman Sky. Drauman Sky. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Thank you for the likes. That's really cool. So we fled, and now we're back here. Let me just fix up those two other pieces and get them equipped. Let's see, that one. Well, actually, 97 out of 130 is not terrible. 72 out of 130? Maybe I shouldn't have taken those off. 70, we'll repair the 72. No, don't wear it. No, don't wear it. Repair it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So it's probably great that we had this big like blow up where the bad guys were way too strong for me, and I had to run like a scared little kid. And the reason that's so good is we were there. I was there with Old Longfellow is my companion right now, but I also have Heather as a companion. Heather's a mod you can get, an NPC you can get, and Longfellow and Heather were both with me, but we're both wearing power armor, which meant if we're raiding the Vim factory to get power armor, but all three of us are wearing power armor, nobody could wear it out. So I'm kind of glad we came back here. We're not going to wear all this armor. I think we're going to have, let's put Longfellow into this armor. Go on, buddy. Get in there. So Longfellow can go in that Vim armor, and then when we go back to the Vim factory to try to get the other armor, we'll put Heather, wherever she is, into the other suit of armor. Oh, she's vanished on me. Oh, there she is. We'll put Heather in the other suit of armor, and then we can compare the two, the old Vim armor with the new Vim armor, and we'll see if one looks better than the other. Sir Puffington assures me that the new Vim armor will look so much better. Okay, this is pretty good armor, but we're going to just leave that as is. It's fine now. I am not in power armor right at this moment. I think... Let's find a bed. And let me show you guys the little stuff I built here. So for anybody who's new to my streams and has not seen, I tend to, when I get into a settlement, I build big, boxy structures like this, and people will say like, "Oh, it's so uncreative. You're not doing anything cool in your settlement."
Thanks for the follow, Joshua Nicholas on TikTok.
Joshua Nicholas, thank you so much. That's so cool. People will say, "Oh, that's not very interesting." However, if you come inside, I generally wall it out, and I make little private areas for each person, and I give them all a theme. So this dude who's living here, this NPC, is like a patriot, like pro-America with the flag and everything. And I thought this was Paul Revere's ride, except if you look really closely.
Thanks for the follow, Elian on TikTok.
Elian, thank you so much. That's so nice. I was saying, if you look really closely at this image on stream, that's actually Todd, the head of Bethesda. So it's Todd's ride instead of Paul Revere's ride, I guess. But in any case, that first room is for a patriot. The second room is for somebody who loves Nuka-Cola and Nuka-Cola World. And I sort of imagined that since I've been to Nuka-Cola World, the NPC who lives in this room, like, nagged me for, like, stuff from Nuka-Cola World and was like, could you bring me back a poster? Could you bring me back a giant bottle? Could you bring me back some Nuka Quantums? And so we decked out this room together, and so that's that NPC. This room... This room has a theme to it, but I cannot imagine anybody could guess what it is. I'll let you look at it for a second, and I'll see if the chat can come up with anything in the comments. But, oh, that's so cool. You just subscribed on Twitch?
Just subscribed for 2 months on Twitch.
Yuza, that's so nice. Thank you so much. That's really cool. Wait, can we do... Hold on. I apologize if the music and the raindrops cut out for a moment, but I just want to get in to Twitch. I'm just going to do something here. Yuza says, I'm lurking here, old man Fallout. That is so nice of you. Thank you. I'm also going to do this. UZAHO. Does that work? Oh, it does. Yuza was last streaming Warhammer 40k, Space Marines 2. So if anybody out there is interested in watching Yuza stream some Warhammer 40k, there you go. Thank you so much for subscribing. That was really nice. Okay, so the theme for this room, what is the theme? There's a...
Thanks for the follow, what? Octavian McLean on TikTok.
All right, thank you so much, Octavia. This is really great. You guys are so nice. Let me tell you what happened and why that's so nice. My stream 30 minutes ago, 40 minutes ago, crashed and burned. I was streaming and it just wrecked itself. Like YouTube started to drop off and then the stream just shut down on YouTube. And then Twitch started to drop off and Twitch shut down. I was like, what is happening? I spent the last 30 minutes trying to shore up my streaming capabilities. I went from streaming over Wi-Fi to streaming on a hard line and a whole bunch of other stuff. So hopefully the stream is good for you guys. And thank you guys so much for giving me follows and likes and subscribes. That's really cool. But so this room,
thanks for the follow. Davio loves tacos on TikTok.
Davio, thank you. Thank you for the follow. TikTok is popping off. You guys are great. You know what's so weird is I've had like 3 or 4 people follow in the last couple minutes, and I've got a little counter in the corner of my screen that shows how many people are watching on each system. And it says there's 1 person watching on TikTok right now, which feels very weird to have 3 people follow and 1 person watching. But, you know, I'll take what I can get. That's very awesome. I guess my stuff is probably still screwed up a little bit. So anyway, this guy in the room, he's got a poster of like, what is that? Like an old soda fountain with people hanging out. And he's got an old motorcycle from a magazine or like an ad up. I'll let you guys think about it if you can guess what that room's theme is. This one's also pretty hard to figure out. This room definitely has a theme, which is weird because basically it's some clothes and some food and drinks on a table with some chairs. There's no posters on the wall, but that is definitely a theme. I'll tell you guys this theme because this one's really obvious. This is a comic book nerd. So we put some comics out on the table, give him some drinks. And this guy likes to just sit and hang out and read. We'll go back to these 2 rooms for the themes though. Let's see if anybody said what they think the theme is. No, nobody said what the theme is, so I'll just tell you guys. The theme that I did for this room is that this dude basically misses the old world. He's like pining for a world that doesn't really exist anymore, right? Like he's got a photo of the old soda fountain with people like all smiling and well washed and just hanging out getting a drink. Like it doesn't happen anymore. You know, the bombs fell. It's a nuclear wasteland now, so they just miss what kind of doesn't exist. And the theme for this room... Wait. Somebody is commenting about it. Wait, Lark Saracen is here? Lark, it's so nice to see you. That's so cool. Lark, you say that one poster reminds me of the Thundercats in the comic room. Thundercats in the comic room. This one here. It does, doesn't it? I never thought of that, but you're right. I might have put it down here as well. Yeah, I put the comic down there as well. I gave him a bunch of Grognacks, but only one Unstoppables. Somebody, Lark Saracen, it's kind of interesting. Somebody actually, I think it was on Reddit, started to go through Fallout 4, finding all the comic book covers, figuring out what the theme of them was, and then started to actually make some of the comics. No, I don't think anybody's ever actually, like, there's no official, like, here's the Grognak comic books. I don't think there is an official Grognak comic books or Unstoppables comic book. Somebody correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But what I do know is a few years ago, somebody started to actually just make them themselves as like a creative output and creative outlet. I thought that was kind of cool. I remember reading some of them on Reddit. I thought they were kind of awesome. Anyway, Lark Saracen, I hope you're doing well. I hope everything's going well for you. And Yuza, I hope everything's going well for you too. And Chai, I hope everything's going well for you too. I got to see some of that stream that, gosh, was it Chai was streaming? No, it was Yun. Yun was streaming, but Chai was hanging out in the stream. So Chai and I were talking earlier tonight. That was kind of nice. And I told Chai that I would tell a story, a very dirty story. So I may tell that story later tonight. So the theme for this room is literally just friendship, I guess. All the other people have like a hobby or a project. They're pining for the old world. They love Nuka-Cola. They're a patriot. And this guy's a comic book nerd. But this one is just, this person just likes to sit down and listen to people. This is the only room I put together that has 2 chairs in it instead of 1. And some drinks for people to drink and some food to eat. And so, anyway. That's what I did down there. And I will fix this level up to do the same thing eventually. Anyway, I came in here to eat and drink and sleep.
Never thought a reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful.
Wow, good for you, Piper. All right, let's see if any of these beds are unoccupied, because I want to sleep in one, and then we're going to go out on an adventure in the morning. Let's see, this one's not occupied. Let's do this one. That's 6:21. 6:21 a.m. That's probably good. Let's do that. Hey, Lark Saracen, I don't know if you remember this, but, you know, we used to play Pathfinder Society together.
Oh, we really have to get up.
And I don't know if you remember, but years ago...
You were so restless.
One of the people we used to play with...
You woke me up.
One of the people we used to play with was called Maxis or Max. I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you remember that person. But he popped into the stream an hour ago. It was so cool. He popped in the stream. He was like, hey, long time no see. And I was like, Max? Maxis? That feels familiar. And he was like, yeah, you used to call me Max. And I was like, really? Oh, thank you so much for the likes. Oh, it's Bot. Bot is back. Welcome back, Bot. Bot was on my stream an hour ago when it crashed and burned. Bot, I have switched over from streaming on wireless Wi-Fi. I am now streaming with a hardline Ethernet cable. So I'm going to hope that makes life better. We'll see. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, thanks for coming back in, and thanks for giving me likes. That's very nice of you. By the way, the likes are not still up, are they? Hold on, I just want to check. No, the likes are not up on the stream. Okay, that's good. I had that little like counter to see who had given the most likes, and I just wanted to be sure that it wasn't like overlaid on top of the video feed while I'm moving around and doing stuff. I'll show you guys that stream though real quick. Let me just see if I can show it to you guys again for like 30 seconds here. That one. There. That's kind of interesting. TikTok will provide this little bit of data on like who's like spending the most bits. I don't know. Maybe it's not bits. I think Twitch calls it bits. On TikTok, they call it gems or jewels or something like that. But that's what's on the left side. And then on the right side, that list of most likes is literally like what we just saw, like somebody like tapping like on the video. but it's kind of neat that TikTok will give you this little feed that shows you all this stuff. I'm trying to get something like this together for Twitch as well, but I don't have it ready yet. And I'd really like to do it for YouTube also, but YouTube doesn't give you anything. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, back to this. It's the morning. And let's see. We've got Heather not in power armor. Oh, thank you so much. Bot, you're just kicking butt. Oh, since we're back here, we should turn in our quest, right? Let's see. What quests were we doing? Return to Cassie Dalton. She wanted her husband avenged because there were the trappers. That's right, the trappers at Brooks Head Lighthouse. Right. Let's go say hi to Cassie before we continue on with our adventures. Oh, look at Far Harbor actually being foggy. That's nice. It seems rare. I've had so many sunny days in Far Harbor, I forget that it's supposed to be foggy. Lark Saracen. Oh, thank you, more bot. And dang, bot's up to 700. Not bad. Lark Saracen says, I don't recall playing with a Max. Might have been a different group, she says. He was just a...
Fog. There are things out there.
Okay, good to know. Thanks, Harbor Woman. Thank you, bot. The Max was... he was just he never played in a group with us, like as a private. He never like joined any of our groups. He was Maxis, and he just showed up to some of the different stores that you and I would play in. I don't want to name them and dox anybody, but you know, he used to show up to all the various stores that we would go to and stuff, and it was kind of fun just to see him again. It's kind of cool.
You take your time killing that trapper. Make it hurt. The way I've been hurting since I lost my Daniel.
Well, Cassie, we did it. We did it for you. Here's the scoop.
Now that's some firepower there.
That trapper who killed your husband is dead.
Then it's done. It's finally done. All those lives that were lost. All those debts finally repaid. And it was no son or daughter of Far Harbor who stood up to the island and avenged the Dalton bloodline. It was you, an outsider, a mainlander. The final chapter's been written. The story has come to an end. This is a day I never thought I'd live to see. Thank you.
You guys, if you watch this, she just said the story's over, it's come to an end, everything's done. I'm going to keep talking to her. She's just going to keep saying it over and over again. And my memory is, it gets very annoying because I think she tells you, like, you finally wrapped it up. You finally concluded everything. It's all over. It's all done. And she says it like 3 or 4 or 5 times. And by the time she was done with it, I was like wanting to shoot myself in the head. But let's see. I'm going to say, why stay here?
Now that your family's been avenged, why stay? If you think you're in danger from the island, maybe you should leave.
Because I'm a Dalton, and we don't run from a fight. Let the island do its worst. I'm not afraid.
Well, I'm glad it's over.
I'm just glad it's over. If I'd have kept going, there wouldn't be anything left alive on this island.
I have no cause to doubt you. Now, every good story's gotta have a happy ending, right? The hero finds the treasure, saves the sweetheart, and rides off into the sunset. Well, I'm a little old to leap up on a horse. But I have got something close to a treasure. This is an heirloom that's been in my family for... let me think. Oh, for at least a generation or 2. There's no Daltons left to inherit the thing. So it might as well pass on to you.
That's so funny. At least a generation or 2. A generation is her.
Knows this weapon. Oh, yes. You carry this, and it'll take you seriously. And that's it. That's the end. I can sleep easy now, knowing there won't be any unfinished business when they put me in the ground. Off you go now. My story's over, but yours, I think yours is only just getting interesting.
Okay. Is she done talking? If she's done, that wasn't nearly as obnoxious as I remember it being. She did keep saying your story's over or done or whatever, but it wasn't that bad. She is done talking. All right. If I talk to her again, I don't think she has anything else left to say.
You can feel it. The island watching you, waiting for your guard to drop.
I just got a nice text from Sir Puffington on Discord, and he says that the chat is not working. That is a bummer, but I might be able to fix that. Let me just save the game again. And for those of you watching on TikTok or on YouTube, let me just reconnect you guys, and we'll see if the chat just starts suddenly showing up on stream. Hold on one second. Where is Social Stream Ninja? Okay, so let's refresh for TikTok. Does that work? Reload the source. Okay, refresh for Twitch. And then refresh for YouTube. Oh, Wolverine is here on Twitch. Wolverine, it's so nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. That's so great. Activate. Okay. Oh, Sir Puffington, I can see you posted a bunch on YouTube, didn't you? Sir Puffington says, wait, am I missing some? It says, you are very creative. Well, every time I watch your stream, I'm blasted, but I'm not right now, so I'm clearly thinking I should get you Resident Evil 7. It's completely independent plot-wise from the 11 prequels. Mr. Fallout, can you see my chats? No, YouTube's not working. Okay, so Sir Puffington, it's probably going to work now. I think I've fixed it. And then Twitch is already working. I can see Twitch here. And then let's see about TikTok. You know what? Let me just post really quickly on TikTok and make sure that you guys can see the comments. Hold on one moment. Okay, here's TikTok. Bot says, remember the Deathclaw. Wait, is this TikTok? It is TikTok. Okay. Test. Does that show up? It does. Okay. You guys, TikTok's chat is working again. Okay. So if you're on TikTok, welcome. Oh, and look at the numbers of everybody just popped back up. I was telling you guys it seemed weird that a bunch of people had liked the stream. But I could see like only one person was watching, and I was like, how are like 3 or 4 people liking the stream and 3 or 4 people had followed, but I could only see one person watching. I think we've got it figured out now. So Elian, and I'm going back through the TikTok chat just to see you guys talking. So many people had joined. I'm so sorry I missed all you guys. So many people. But Elian in the comments that we missed said, that one lady who's obsessed with the Nuka World merch wants that room. Yeah. You're right, Elian. I can't remember what her name is, but you are 100% right. And then Davio Loves Tacos says, I came back. And Davio's got a number 1 next to him. Davio, I don't remember why you have a number 1 next to you. Were you literally my first subscriber? Is that what's going on with you in the chat? Anyway, that's very nice. Thank you for coming back. Bot77 says, I'm back, and remember the Deathclaw. Thank you, Bot77. And welcome to everybody that just joined on TikTok. I apologize. I'm sorry. I just had to jump out of the game for a moment because Sir Puffington was very kindly letting me know that chat was not working.
I'm nuts to be fishing in this dock. But one day, the big one will be mine. You'll see.
That's so sad that he says out loud, people think I'm nuts to be fishing in this. But then the actual text was, people think I'm balmy to be fishing in this. And that's way better. They should have gone with the actual written dialogue. Anyway, let's see what we got going on over here. Sir Puffington says, The old harbor woman gave you is great with the melee perk, Mr. Fallout. Oh, you're talking about the cane, the weapon she gave me? Okay. Davio says, I'm not sure. I don't understand any of the pop-up things or the numbers. Maybe you're just number one because you're awesome, Davio. That could be it. You might just be awesome. We'll go with that for now. Let me think now. Oh!
Jaxie Fam 11 just followed on Twitch.
Dude, thank you so much! I got another follow on Twitch. Man, you guys, this is so nice. You guys have been so nice. Wait! Mortar Mike?
Mortar _ Mike just rated
What?
16 viewers.
No! Mortar Mike! You're killing me! Mortar Mike! Mortar Mike, I had to tell you guys, Mortar Mike is kicking my ass. I was telling Chai this earlier. Maybe it wasn't. This 40K says, Mike Raid! Rin says, surprise! Oh my goodness. Geek of Fury with all the stuff. Raid.
Thanks
Wow,
for the follow,
you guys,
bot
that's so cool.
on TikTok.
Thank you, bot. You guys, Mortar Mike is kicking my butt because I believe Mortar Mike has now raided me 3 times, and I have not been able to raid him back. I am now feeling totally self-conscious. Like I have got to raid him, but every time I'm done with my stream, it's like 2 in the morning, and Mortar Mike is long gone. Mortar Mike says, it's all schedule. Ha 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 ha. You're fine, my good man. Good energy is good energy. Thank you, Mortar Mike. That is very cool. Oh, there was an ad break happening? I'm so sorry, you guys. Mortar Mike says, get this man to 100 followers. In fact, Mortar Mike, I think I might be really close, right? Thank you, bot. That is so nice. I think I'm probably like 1 away or 2 away. I'm happy about my closeness. I'm getting there. Miss 40K, it's so nice to see you again. Wow, 17 people are now watching on Twitch. Let me tell you guys what's going on. What's going on? First of all, for anybody who doesn't know me, I stream role-playing games, mostly Baldur's Gate 3 with another streamer called Shadow Dancer. And then I also do Fallout 4 here, obviously. I gotta tell you guys, this is sad. I was hoping I was going to do a Fallout 3 New Vegas stream. And I went back into Fallout 3 New Vegas, and I modded it till I got it to a point where I was happy with the way it looked, the way it felt, all that good stuff. And I started playing. And oh my gosh, this is going to be sacrilege. Please don't hate me. Please don't hate me. But as I played for a little bit, I was like, this is kind of boring. Which I know you're not supposed to say about Fallout 3 New Vegas. I know it's supposed to be everybody's favorite Fallout. But I was playing it, and I did like 4 like fetch quests in a row where I was just running back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And at a certain point, I was just like, I don't remember it being this lame. And I just was like, okay, I'm done. So I dumped out of Fallout 3 New Vegas and I jumped back into Fallout 4, and here I am. So I hope that doesn't make anybody unfollow. I can see a bunch of people going like, this dude sucks. But I don't know. I might try to go back into it again because I know the Fallout TV show 2nd season is coming, and it's set in New Vegas, so it might be very smart to get a New Vegas game up and running. But for right now, I can tell I'm more interested in 4 than I am in New Vegas. Maybe it's just that New Vegas is showing its age now. It's like a 15-year-old game. I don't know. Maybe that's it. Anyway, let's see what you guys are saying in the comments. Mortar Mike says, I had to send it to you, my good man, and said something, but I missed it. Oh, man, I missed it. Let's see, what else? Rin says, do an early surprise revenge raid. And Rin says, old Longfellow, he's new. And then says, I mean, it's your opinion. Being a constant runner sounds tiring, to be honest. And a bunch of rubber duckies. Thank you so much. And thank you, Bot, for all the likes on TikTok. That's so nice. So you guys, I have to tell you one quick little story, too, for those of you who just jumped in. I'm really honored that Mortar Mike jumped in and raided, because I actually had kind of a bummer happen.
Lighten the load, or, you know, if you need anything proofread.
Thanks, Piper. Because I was streaming a couple hours ago, and I didn't realize it, but I was streaming over my Wi-Fi, not my wired connection. I was streaming wirelessly. And my girlfriend was also watching videos wirelessly as well. We were all using the Wi-Fi, and we were cramming it up really bad. And the stream just died on me. And I was really bummed, and I was like, I don't even know if I should restart. I don't know if do I just give up for the night. I'm very happy that I decided to restart and come back in. I've been having a lot of fun, and you guys are here. It's going great. So thank you so much. Bryn says, oh, I'm sorry, did I bump his message? I could copy and paste his message for you. Oh, you're talking about Mortar Mike? No, it's okay. I actually realized it was the message that he was sending back when he first raided 5-10 minutes ago. And we've said a bunch of stuff since then. It's okay that it scrolled off. Anyway, what am I doing? What am I doing? I want to get into some power armor and get going. Where did my power armor go? I think I left it by my bed. Is that right? Let me double check. Is it right up here? No, what did I do with my power armor? What? What? I got so busy talking to you guys that I lost my power armor? Okay. Oh, I left it in town. All right, I remember. I remember. We turned in a quest, and I had to get out of the power armor to talk to the quest giver.
You eyeing me, mainlander?
There's my armor. Look at that beautiful thing. With the jetpack and everything. You beautiful, beautiful power armor. All right. Thank you so much. Dang, you got the 2,500 likes? Are you serious? Hey, we should take a look and see if you've beaten the other person who was trying to get the likes up.
No chance against the crawlers.
Hold on. Let's save the game. I just want to see if Bot beat the other dude. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, let's jump out and let's take a look at OBS. Let's turn on. There we go. Oh, Bot is on top. Oh, Bot's on top, but it looks like it wiped out some of the other scores. Oh, that's sad. Now I can't know. Dang. Dang. All right, so because my stream crashed and burned, it looks like it reset the account. So Bot is on top. But I'm not sure if Bot... Man, maybe he is beating the... there was someone else who was doing...
Over by the tourist shop.
There was someone else who was doing likes and had got, I think, up to 2,700. I think Bot may have just beat that person by a hair. Congrats to you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bot. Rin says... I didn't get to complete this game, so I didn't know you could or had to jump out of the power armor. Rin says crashes always suck. Yeah, it wasn't a crash of the game. It was a crash of the stream. I just all of a sudden, like I was sitting there talking, having a great time chatting with everybody, and then Geek of Fury says like, I missed the last 2 minutes of whatever you said because you cut out, you disappeared. And then I went in and looked on like all the channels, and I had no stream running. So I definitely overloaded my internet connection. But anyway, it's so nice to have you guys here, and it's freaking wild to me that after Mortar Mike raided me and brought in like, oh my goodness.
Darkwing6996 just followed on Twitch.
Thank you so much, Darkwing. That is so nice. It's so cool that after Mortar Mike just raided me and brought in like 15, 16, 17 people, my view count's now even higher than that. I would assume a bunch of you guys would drop off and go do stuff. But thank you for hanging out. For those of you who are going to stay and hang out and watch, I'm going to play for a couple more hours. Like, I'm just getting started. And I'm in Far Harbor in Fallout 4, and my intention is to just do a bunch of quests. I'll show you guys the map. I've done a bit. So can I get the whole map in? No, I can't get the whole map. I can get close. But so here's Far Harbor. Here's Longfellow's cabin where we just were. And so this is great. That's the starting point. We've done some of these early areas here. And we've been up to Acadia where the robots or the synths are. And then before my stream crashed and burned, we were here at Vim Pop Factory and then down here at Brooks Head Lighthouse. This is the quest we just turned in. This was to avenge Cassie Dalton here in Far Harbor. There were some trappers here in this location in Brooks Head Lighthouse that had killed her husband. And so we just went on a murder revenge thing. So we took out all the trappers there and then we came all the way back to Far Harbor and Longfellow's cabin. So I'm now just wandering around. We have a bunch of quests we could do. I'll probably pick one up, but I thought for a moment I would just run and gun. Let's just do a little exploring for a moment. Let's just see what we find, and we'll take it from there. Sir Puffington sent something in chat, which I have no clue what it is. It just looks bright pink and cute. I don't know what it is, but thank you, Sir Puffington. And then Rin says, the question, I just moved out of my university apartment today and I got home. It's after midnight now. Should I set up my PC tonight or tomorrow? Help me decide. Oh, dang. It's after midnight for you? Is it 1 a.m.? Are you like East Coast? Dang. Yikes. Now or after you sleep? It's 12:09. It's midnight. Dude, I don't peter out. I'm an old dude and I should be going to sleep at like 9 p.m. every night. Like, I should not be up this late. But I don't peter out until 2 a.m. Maybe even 3 a.m. That's my time. So if you're like me, then I think you should just do it right now. Let's go. Get it done. Let's have some fun. But if you're already crashing, then crash. It's great. It's great. Do whatever's going to get you 8 hours of sleep, though. I think that's probably the most important thing. Get the good sleep. I'm learning, especially as I get older, that if I don't get 8 hours, I'm freaking miserable. You know what I found out? I found this out while I was sitting with my girlfriend. We were driving around, and she was having a great day, and she was telling me tons of stories in the car. We're driving around, we're doing a little shopping, we're getting some food for lunch, we're doing stuff, and she's just chatting and chatting and chatting. And I was just going, yeah. And I realized I felt like kind of a jerk, like I was not being responsive and courteous to her. I was just like yesing her. And all of a sudden it occurred to me, like, I get like that when I've only had like 5 or 6 hours of sleep. I function, but I lose all sense of humor and I lose all lightheartedness. And once I realized it, I kind of hated it. So now, if you see me on stream and I'm chatting, you can probably be sure I got 8 hours of sleep, or maybe 9. Like, I might have overdone it just so I could come into the stream and be chatty and good. And I like it like that. Anyway, Sir Puffington responds to Rin. Sir Puffington on YouTube responds to Rin and says, "Do it now. Wake up well rested to a new PC. It's an awesome feeling." It's a good point, Sir Puffington. Rin says, "Okay, nah, I just didn't know what I felt like doing. Actually, 3 to 6 hours works for me." So you can survive on 3 hours of sleep? Rin says, "Oh, I do get that too, but I'm just bad at conversation sometimes." You should check and see. Are you bad at conversation only on the days when you've had 3 hours of sleep, or are you bad at conversation all the time? Lark Saracen on Twitch says, "Also need to remember to food and water yourself, because apparently bodies also need that in addition to enough sleep." They do. In fact, cheers to you, Lark Saracen. Oh, Oh, that is not a good Coke. I've been nursing that Coke for like 2 hours now, and now it's just warm. Now it's just a warm, flat sugar water. That's not great. You know what? I've been in the settlement already, but I don't think I can take control of this settlement. I think I'm wasting my time here. Let's just see if I can mess with the workbench. I think I have to get the bartender's dad somehow or something like that. But let me? You can't use it yet. Yeah, I need the bartender's dad, and I don't know how I get that. Maybe I could go back to Far Harbor and talk to the bartender. What is his name? Is his name Mitch? Is it Mitch in Far Harbor? That's the guy I need to talk to? Bot! Representing for YouTube. Bot and Sir Puffington on YouTube. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for all those likes. That was absurd, and I very much appreciate it, Bot. That was really cool. That was really nice. It's probably, Bot, you're probably to blame for the like 3 or 4 followers that I just got on TikTok. Because you liked it so much, a bunch of new people came in. I think you might have done that. So thank you so much for that. That was very cool. Well, I got a bunch of posts on. Let's see what people are saying. Rin says, yes, welcome to college. No, my filter is broken, or I reply in my head more if I'm tired. I get low amount of sleep because I'm usually studying or doing assignments. Rin says, thank you, Sir Paddington. I'm going to lurk and set it up here. That sounds great, man. I love it. Go for it, Rin. Then he says, oh, Puffington. Oh, gosh, I called you the bear's name. Yeah. All right, good. I'm caught up on the comments. It sounds like you guys are having a good Saturday night. I think the weirdest thing happened to me on the last time I streamed. Well, not an hour ago when it broke, but like 5 or 6 days ago was the last time I streamed. Maybe even 7 days ago was the last time I streamed. It might have even been last Saturday night, a week ago. But what was really interesting is I was streaming, and I started streaming like around 6 or 7. I kept going, 9, 10, 11 at night. And it was going great. It was fine. But I noticed that the whole crew swapped out like a little bit after midnight, like midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., something like that. The whole crew swapped out. And all of a sudden I started getting morning people. And I realized like everybody like in the East has started waking up, and they started to pour into the stream, and I started to get a whole new crew. That was kind of interesting. And I got a very cute Fallout 4 streamer from Australia. I don't remember her name, but she was also hanging out and then also streaming. And I thought she was very great. She's way more gooder. She was the gooderest at streaming than I was, because she had a whole setup. She did all sorts of things, like she could like change her scenes in her streaming program so that like she could zoom in on her face and do all sorts of fancy stuff. And I'm like, I got one setup, man, just one thing, and that's all I do. Woo! All right. Once that saves, very good. Okay. Let's get some loot off of that dead dude. Yao Guai meat, thank you so much. I've already been here, I think. Oh, I guess not. There's loot. All right, we'll take it. Let's get in this building here and see what's in here too. I really haven't been here, because look at this. There's loot here too. Okay. I could just, you know what? Maybe I came here on a previous playthrough. That must be what happened. Lots of those old pre-war relics still lying about. Okay. I think we cleared the area. Oh, no, we didn't. No, we didn't. There we go. And there's nothing up top. No, this whole thing's ruined out. Okay. Let's see what you're saying in the comments. Wow, I can't believe we've got 4 people on YouTube, 15 people on Twitch, 2 people on TikTok. Thank you so much for hanging out, you guys. I hope you're having a great Saturday night. Let's get into some of your comments, and then I'm going to probably run to a new area and just see what happens. So, comments say... Bot says, remember the Mama Murphy, the Death Claw. Yeah. You know, Bot, you were the one that was asking me in the previous stream if I could one-shot a Death Claw, right? Because I was just sort of joking when we went to the Vim Pop Factory like an hour ago in the previous stream. I started one-shotting the Super Mutants, and I was like, maybe I could one-shot a Death Claw. In fact, dude, do you really want to do some Death Claws? Wait a second. I modded this to have a pile of Death Claws in a certain area. We could go on a Death Claw spree if we wanted. Maybe we should do that. But you're relentless. Rin says, that sounds like my friend. He's a streamer bot guru at this point. Yeah. You're referring to this like girl in Australia who's streaming Fallout, who I was saying is extremely good at what she does. Yeah. She's wild. She's cute too. I liked her a lot. Okay, so you know what we're gonna do? We are actually gonna do this. We are actually gonna do this. I'm curious. I just want to test something. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's drink and eat. Let's reload the gun. All right. Change of plans. It's fast travel to Longfellow. We should not be able to fast travel, but one of the mods that I installed lets me fast travel in survival mode, which you shouldn't be able to do, but lets me fast travel in survival mode only if I fast travel to a settlement that I've conquered. So if it's a safe settlement for me, then I can fast travel there. Yuza says, this guy? I don't think so. I think, isn't that like a gulper? I think that's like the equivalent of a Fallout 4 gulper. Am I right, you guys? What Yuza's posting there? That's the little, is it called a Quetzalcoatl? I don't know, that's not right. What are those little dudes called? The little sea critters that turned into gulpers in Fallout. I can't remember. Anyway, Bot says, would you rather a tree grow or a knee grow? Oh, ho, 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 ho. You are trying to get me to say, like, controversial stuff, aren't you? Axolotl. Rin says axolotl. That's what I think that is. I think death claws are literally just lizards that mutated to be huge and scary. And gulpers are axolotls that mutated to be huge and scary.
Frog. It's dangerous, okay?
Big one day at a time.
Fully stopped.
And okay. So I'm going to show you guys something fun. And I've never done this before, so I don't actually know that it's fun. It's possible that what we're about to do is just going to kill me, and it's going to be sad and terrible. But we're going to try it. Giga Fury has uploaded something for me on Discord. Thank you so much, Giga Fury. I'll look in a moment. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I installed a mod called Caves of the Commonwealth. It's a really cool mod, and as far as I can tell, fits in well with the Fallout like themes. Fits in with the lore. In addition, it's pretty stable, at least from what I've played. It's been pretty good. It's not a crappy mod. It's set in the Commonwealth. It's not set in Far Harbor. Hey, there's one of my settlers. All right. But what's interesting is there are 5 themed caves. And one of the caves is themed Deathclaw. So, never checked it out before. Bot's interested. Maybe we say hello to the cave. House cat. Okay. Let's talk to my settler.
Yeah?
Oh, he doesn't have much to say. Okay. Let's talk to these guys. Let's talk to Kenji.
But Kasumi isn't with you?
I found Kasumi. She's safe and sound. But she won't think about coming back until I help with some problems up north.
Thank God she's all right. She needs help. Please, do everything you can for her. Just make sure she comes home safely when it is over.
Okay. Let's see if talking to her mom also gets something. I don't think her mom has much to say, but let's just try it.
Such a relief to know Kasumi is still alive. Please, find some way to bring her home.
Mrs. Nakano.
Our family has been through so much.
Okay. All right. Hey guys, is that storm too loud for you? I just turned it down a little bit in my own headset, so that's making me worry that it might be too loud for you guys. But your volume and my volume are different, so let me know as you're watching. What?
120
Grazer?
just rated with 4 viewers.
Grazer's rating now? This is so cool. Grazer, thank you so much. How are you doing, Grazer? How was your stream? I hope you're doing okay. Mortar Mike says, raid! Wait. Time out. Mortar Mike, please don't tell me you put Grazer up to this. Did you? You did not go into her stream and tell her to raid me, did you? If you are just trying to defeat me with raids, I totally plead mercy at this point. I gotta save the game. What is going on? Let's see. Grazer's coming in with a little dancing emoji. Rin says, "Hey, Grazer!" Let's see here. Bot says, use a rusty pipe pistol like Mama Murphy. No way, bro. I am not doing that. I'm not insane. User says, Grazer raid. Mortar Mike says, Grazer the GOAT. Grazer says she's doing well. Lots and lots of witching. You're playing Witcher 3, huh? That's what I saw you playing last time. Did somebody do a shout out? That's so nice. Whoever gave Grazer a shout out, thank you so much for doing that. That's really cool. Yuza says, sorry, forgot to do mod things. It's all good. Grazer says, LOL, I had no idea. Geek of Fury, the witchering is intense over on Grazer's channel. Grazer says, I was just like, oh hey, I haven't raided Old Man Fallout in ages. Let's go! Yuza says, you're welcome, thank you so much. Geek of Fury says, I forgot that I am a mod. Mortar Mike says, Yuza, you didn't enjoy my Gears and Halo nerd outs? LOL. Geek of Fury, I was telling Grazer this because Grazer and I were sitting on, maybe it was Chai's stream or Mortar Mike's stream. I honestly don't remember at this point, but Grazer and I were there, and Grazer was talking about the fact that she hadn't asked people to be mods for her channel. And I was sort of laughing, and I said, you know what I did when I got mods on my channel is I just assigned people to mods and didn't even think about it. I just was like, I recognize this name, this name, this name, this name. You guys, you're all, if you're mods, it's fine. I was so sloppy about it. But thankfully, everybody that I picked to be mod is pretty damn cool, so I got lucky. Speaking of which, Grazer, do you have mods now? I'm curious to know if you finally modded people. Also, Grazer, you should have a new badge. I don't know if I can see it there. I think it might be is it the diamond or there's a diamond or star next to your name. One of them just means you're like VIP or awesome or something. I don't remember exactly, but I gave you some kind of badge. Anyway, let's see here. Yuza says, I rock with Halo, but I am not moved by Gears. Rin says, Yuza, I didn't even notice the sword. I call myself blind for a reason. Yuza says, blind, Rin. Bot says, shout me out. Bot, I can't shout out on YouTube, I don't think. Can I shout out on YouTube? But you know what? Look, just for fun, hang on. I'm going to jump out of the game for a second. So I apologize to you guys if all of a sudden the rain froze. I just want to experiment, though. Bot says shout him out on YouTube. Let me just see if I do bot /77. Does that shout you out? I don't think that my bot can do that on YouTube. Yeah, it doesn't do it on YouTube. The shout out option I think is only on Twitch right now. I could be wrong, but I think that's the case. I think that in order for you to do shout outs, we have to be able to look at your channel. And I think Twitch gives people the ability to look at a channel and see what they've been streaming, and then you shout them out and say, like, so-and-so's been streaming this thing lately. I don't think YouTube gives you the option. Geek of Fury says, away with the bots and the trolls. Shoutouts for all the glorious allies of Old Man Fallout. Razor says, nice, thanks. Geek of Fury, now you're sounding like Geek of Fury. Now we got it going on. Rin says, Mr. Fallout, that's dangerous. Yeah, I was probably a little stupid about it. I feel very stupid about Twitch in general, to be honest with you guys. I feel very stupid about almost all the stuff I'm doing. I don't know how to do half the stuff I'm doing. I just do it anyway. Let's see. Mortar Mike says, we're going to have to re-educate you, my good man. Gears is sound gaming doctrine. Oh, you must partake, good sir. I'm on Mortar Mike's side. I don't even know, but I'm on Mortar Mike's side. If that's the deal, that's the deal. Also depends on if you use Xbox often, of course. Rin says experimentation is required. Yuza, I played Xbox until last year. I got my PC. I didn't like how slow and cover heavy Gears was when I was younger. Bot77 says, oh yeah, you see now. Yeah. Rin says, boo the red app. What is the red app? Is that YouTube? I don't know. I am assuming that's what it is. Grazer says, same, being old on the internet. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Grazer, I was talking to my dad. Oh, the rain just stopped. Oh, the rain came back. Okay. Wait. Look at that. The rain is it literally a... Wait, what? Does the rain only appear when I look toward the water? Oh, that's so wild. Grazer, I was gonna say, I was talking to my dad. My dad's getting up there. I'm pretty old already. I'm Gen X, and then my dad's the silent generation, and he was trying to do some tech stuff. He wants to watch my videos and my live streams and stuff. I think he finally made an account on Twitch, and he's had an account on YouTube for a while. And he just found it bewildering, all the stuff we do with the emotes and the, people doing buying gems and points and blah blahs and jewels and all the things you can do on TikTok. There's another person who watches named he goes by the handle of Mister, and he will buy roses. And my dad was like, you can buy roses? Anyway, it was kind of funny. I think the older you get, the faster everything seems to move. It's kind of wild. That is so weird. Look at what? Oh, now the rain is everywhere. What is happening? Okay. Yuza says, way to betray your mods, old man Fallout. Wait, Yuza, what do you mean? That's in reference to something I said a minute ago, and I don't know what that is. What horrible thing did I do? Rin says, aha, that's me being a goof. But no, there's no way I'm saying it. No way. I'm sure you're up to no good. I just don't know what it is. So there's no way I'm saying it. Geek of Fury says, anyone want to go hell diving with the level 6 noob while watching the stream? There you go. There you go. Put together the group. Rin says, yes, it's YouTube, but I didn't want to say it and get you in trouble. I'm not sure on YouTube's policies. I'm streaming to all 3 right now. It's fine. Grazer says, I'm also Gen X, but on the younger side. Yeah, it's true, Grazer. You don't have like the gray beard that I do. You know, that's the way it goes. Rin says, Pops Fallout? I don't know how to call him. I probably should not repeat this, but Sir Puffington calls me Daddy Fallout, which is just wrong, but oh well. Yuza says, we're talking about Gears, and he was trying to indoctrinate me, and you said, I agree with Mike. I don't even know what we're talking about, but I agree with Mike. Yeah, you're right, Yuza. I totally did sell out the mods, didn't I? You called me out, and you are correct. Geek of Fury says, I'm an older millennial. I think they call the oldest millennials and the youngest Gen Xers part of a mini-gen called Zennials. Yeah. Yeah. And on the other end of millennials, like the youngest millennial with the oldest Gen Z are also something like that, right? Like there's a combination name for them too. I think so. Anyway. Mortemike says, hey, I invite you to a few runs. Soon, man. DM me and I will. There we go, Geek of Fury. Geek of Fury says, we are friends in the game, my dude. Thank you so much. Grazer says, well, I do have silver in my hair, for sure. We should have a silver off, Grazer. Let's see who's the most silver. Let's see. What are you guys saying? Geek of Fury says, I would have joined, but you were full. Okay, okay. Yuza says, I was your first subscriber, and you were like, nah, what Mike says goes. Wait, Yuza, is it true you were my first subscriber? I mean, I think that is true, right? Like, didn't you and... Was it you and Pench who were subscribing to me off stream because you saw I had made affiliate and I wasn't even streaming at the time? And it was you and someone found me while I wasn't even streaming, saw that I had made affiliate, and you both subscribed. You did a little war of subscribing. You like bought people subscriptions and stuff. That was pretty cool. Thank you, Yuza. Rin says, I'm like a zillennial. All right. 1977 for Grazer. Dang. All right. All right. Damn, I'm so much older than you, Grazer. That's killing me. That's killing me. Am I Grandpa Gen X now? Dang. Bot77 says, hey, I'm no bot. I'm not saying anything you tell me to say. Bot says it means I love you all. I'm sure it does. I'm not saying it. Grazer says, yeah, you definitely win that. Mortemike says, the man has taste. Lark says, Zillennial is millennials times Gen Z. Zillennials is millennial and Gen Z? Then what is Gen X with millennial? Do they both have the same name on either end as Zillennial? That's interesting. Or maybe it's X-Zennial? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, it was you and Aiden. Yuza says it was you and Aiden the Demon Hunter. That's right. That's right. It was. Rin says, I mean, I was going to say you were my guess, Yuza. Yuza says Zennial and Zillennial. Thank you. There we go. Bot is late Gen Z. So you're 29. Late 20s. There we go. All right, well, I'll be oldest man in the room. I am 53 years old. Oh, wait a second, though. Wait a second. I'm about to be even older. Hold on. Because I just realized, I should probably tell you guys, my birthday is May 18th. I might try to stream on my birthday. That would be kind of fun. But I'm going to be 54 in literally just a few days. I should probably tell people I'm 54. It's about to happen. All right, let's see here. Lark says Zennial or midults is what Google is saying. Midults? Giga Fury says, not my fault they made Z and X sound the same. I know, right? I was always taught that X is kind of like if you pronounce something with like an X alone, it's supposed to have almost like a CK sound, like a Zennial, something like that. But nobody else ever does that, and I think I'm probably just wrong. Grazer says, that's not much older than me. Oh, thank you, Grazer. Rin says, I keep saying Yuza as Uza because I'm like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? It's just a habit. Wait! But you can't be 13 and be, what did you say you were? Elder Gen Z? You can't be Elder Gen Z. You could be Elder Gen Alpha, right? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know how old Gen Alpha is anymore. Rin, you know what? I'll tell you something. I did not know how to say Yuza's name either until I realized what his name actually is. It's a phrase, right? Use a hoe. Right? Am I wrong? I think that's what his phrase is. This is a late night stream. I can say naughty things, right? I think that's what his name is. Rin says, do a B-Day stream! Yeah! Yuza says, no, it's because of Razzie being a derp and purposefully mispronouncing my name. Okay. Mortar Mike says, the secret of the ooze. That's wild. Yuza says, I'm correct. Or at least I think he's saying I'm correct. Oh, wow, that was wild. I'm sure nobody even noticed what just happened, but the settlement that I'm in right now just got briefly raided for like 1 hot second, and just as it got raided, my battery power died on my power armor. But the raid was so short that it didn't even matter. It didn't even matter. All right, Cargo Buddy, give me some more cores so that I can stay in my armor longer. Let's get rid of a ton of this ammo. And we'll keep the 10mm and the plasma, and that's all we're going to keep for right now. Let's get rid of a bunch of this stuff. Deadeye is a really good 10mm. We'll keep that. I don't need this many frags. So just those two. All right. Let me read some more comments while I've got this box interface up, because nothing's going to come at me while the box interface is up. I can just chat with you guys for a minute, and then I'm going to go back to this. I still want to show Bot. I still want to show Bot the Deathclaw area. In fact, oh, I got a Captain's Blend. Finally. You guys, Vim sucks. Vim sucks as a drink. It's a knockoff Nuka-Cola. Essentially, it's terrible. However, Vim Captain Blend, this one actually does good stuff. Look at that. 100 action points and 6 hit points healed a second for a minute and 40 seconds. Basically, 600 points of healing. This thing is awesome. Finally, I got a good one. That's so nice. All right. Let's see where we are. Is Bot having their age? Bot says, I'm 13, late Gen Z. That is super not Gen Z. Mortar Mike says, that took me back, lol. Also funny that Go Ninja Go Ninja Go plays on my stream every once in a while. Rin says, imagine being strong enough that it doesn't matter. Now I want to go watch that clip. I'm just going to put nostalgic clips to redeem. Wait, who's 13, says Grazer? Grazer, if you look, instead of looking in the Twitch chat, if you look on my video itself, I've got a multi-stream chat going in the right corner of the video feed, and it shows people commenting on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube all combined. And Bot is on YouTube throwing comments in. And Bot says, Bot on YouTube says, I'm 13, I'm late Gen Z. No. Okay, we've got some cores to use my power armor. I've dumped a bunch of gear. I'm now going to be rested, and hopefully when I wake up it'll save the game. And oh, and Heather slept with me. That's so nice, Heather. You're so sweet.
Best sleep ever. We cuddled the whole time.
We cuddled, Heather? That's so cool. Oh, that makes me think I have to tell the chai story. Should I tell the chai story? This is a very late night stream. I could probably do it. I told Chai I would. Chai and I, we were talking and we realized I have a story I should tell you guys, which would probably make some people like be less than thrilled with me. But we thought I should probably tell it. Let's grab this water. Yum. Thank you so much. Let's grab the money and the bottle caps. Thank you so much. Let's not take any other stuff though. Yeah, all that stuff is good. That can all stay. Oh, wait, before we leave the settlement, let's put down the cloud storage. For those of you who play Fallout 4, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but it's really neat. It's a mod. I think it's in an invisible area here. No, not there. What about here? Yeah, here we go. So if you're in the build menu and you have this mod installed, which is called Cloud Storage, you go into Furniture and you scroll all the way off the edge, and there's these two invisible areas. And I think Cloud Containers has a bunch of cloud storage areas. And basically what it is these are all things you can put in your settlement that store in common with anywhere else that you put the same type of box. And so one of the boxes is... I've been putting one of these boxes in all my other settlements. I just have to find the same one. I think it's this one. This storage trunk. Which one's the side with the hinges? I think this is the front side, even though it looks like it should be the side with the hinges. If I did it right, when I open this up, there's already going to be stuff in it. Let's check it out. I did it right. Okay, cool. Cloud storage, basically anything you put in there will be shared in any other settlement. And it's the name of this one is Cloud Storage Unique Weapons. But it's just the guy who made the mod had like his own sorting for each of the containers that he made. You don't have to follow his storage ideas. So for me, he like put down like 10 different storage containers, and he had like unique weapons in this storage container and some other thing in another container and some other thing in another container. For me, I just put everything in one container. And then it's shared at my other settlements. But it's kind of neat. You guys should look it up if you're interested. Let's see. Grazer says, good Lord, this is my kid's age. A Bot says, I'm the only one here on YouTube. Yeah. Bot says, hey-oh. Wait, Pench is here. Pench, hello, Pench. Welcome, Pench. Rin says, stop. There was this linguistic speaker talk about the importance of learning languages. He wrote half his speech in Gen Alpha slang. It was so good. Really? Rin says, I might put that in Discord if I'm able. Very nice. Bot says, dude, I got arrested for skipping school last year. Really? What? Why would you do it? Rin just popped into Discord, it looks like. Rin, thank you so much, Rin. You guys, if you're interested, I think if I did it right, I have not stapled. I have pinned a link to my Discord on the chats. It's pinned on YouTube. It's pinned on Twitch. On TikTok, if you're in the chat, you'd have to scroll up to the top of the chat because I think it's up at the beginning of the chat. I couldn't pin it, but it's there. It's there. You can get to a link to the Discord, and then there's basically when I would be streaming, and it shows all my mods and all the music that I'm playing on stream and everything. Rin says, LOL, I could not see that pin for a moment. Silly mobile app. Twitch mobile is broken sometimes. Yeah, it definitely is. Okay, so I was gonna maybe tell a story. Do I want to tell this story? I think I will. I'm not even sure if the story is funny. I'm not even sure if the story is good. But I'm gonna tell you guys this story. Oh, and I wanted to show Bot something. Let's do Bot before story. All right, Bot. Here it is. Okay, so 20 minutes ago, in my rambling, whatever I'm doing, 20 minutes ago, Bot, you and I were talking about taking out a Deathclaw with one shot. And I was like, is there a Deathclaw in Far Harbor that I could get to and we could test this? And I realized I don't know where a Deathclaw is in Far Harbor, but the mod that I installed called Caves of the Commonwealth provides 5 caves that you can visit. And one of the caves is called the Boston Deathclaw Sanctuary. And my belief is that if I go there, I will get murdered by Deathclaws. So let's go. Place a marker. Where's that marker at? Right that way. Okay. Let's go to the Deathclaw Cave. And let's see how many times I can die in the span of 30 seconds. Oh, this is going to be rough. Let's see. Bot says Deathclaw. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. I have auto unlock installed and it just unlocked something. I bet it was this chest. Got some glue out of that. I'll take it. Do I want to go up top before Deathclaws? No, let's just do Deathclaws. Let's just go. Let's just see what... Oh, wait. We will take this, though. Tarberries be valuable, yo. Come on. There we go. Okay, great. Great, great, great. Bot says you should save. Yeah. We should definitely save. That wasn't save. That was water. Oh, wait. Am I... Oh, it's not... Hold on. It's saving. Okay, great. Great, great, great. Okay, I could... That's good. Okay. Now that we're on our way to the Deathclaw Sanctuary, I'm going to tell you guys the story that I told Chai that I would tell. This story... I don't know that it's particularly funny. It doesn't have a happy ending or a bad ending. It just exists. But Chai and I basically agreed I should tell the story so that I out myself. So here we go. We were talking earlier because somebody in chat was not super, I guess, nice about LGBT stuff. Was sort of like, you know, I'm morally repulsed by that stuff, whatever. And Chai doesn't know anything about me, so she has no idea if I'm like, she was sort of talking to me about it, and for all she knew, I could have been like, yeah, I also think that that's absolutely terrible, and I could have, you know, been a big jerk. But I was kind of laughing and said, you know, I should definitely tell people like what I am, because I am a big bowl of weird. So, I am boyfriend, girlfriend with Shadow Dancer, who a bunch of you know. But we are definitely not a normal heterosexual couple. We live near San Francisco, and we are weird as weird can be. Look at those grenades! Oh, you beautiful things! Sorry, I'm a squirrel. I got happily distracted by grenades. We had, the story is basically that we had a unicorn. We had the very rare experience that everybody who wants a unicorn longs for, and we got it. And so I want to tell you guys about it. Shadow and I wanted a unicorn. We wanted a cute girl who would live with us and be a third, and we would just basically all live together, and everybody be nice to everybody, and everything's nice to everything. And she had this coworker that she worked with, and the coworker was like, I do need a place to live. And we were like, well, we think you're cute and awesome. Do you want to live with us? And she was like, well, what does that entail? So we told her, and to my shock and disbelief and utter horror, well, not horror, delight, but I was totally surprised that she would do it. She was like, move me in. She's like, move me in right now. Let's go. And we were like, really? Like, I have an age gap between me and Shadow, and I had an age gap between me and this cute girl who's going to be a unicorn. And I was like, are you sure you want to do that? Like, just maybe think about that for a minute. And she was like, nope. She was like, I will be a unicorn. Let's get it going. And I could not believe it. And so for a couple of years, we just lived a unicorn life. And I could not believe that I could be that lucky. And it was so fun, you guys. I have to tell you, it is super fun. Well, mostly it's super fun. If you... Oh, let's have a little party here and then we'll talk more. But if you... Ooh, I can one-shot most of these guys. That's amazing. Oh! Let's get in here. Who's left? Come back, bro. I didn't even hit you. You died and I didn't hit you. I think that was my companions that took you out. Get this guy over here. Okay, great. Oh gosh, I just got 2 fusion cores. I love this game sometimes. It's very fun to win. The game should let me win more. All right, let me just dump some stuff. I'm now already overloaded, and we've barely done anything. I don't need that many cores. Oh, that's what overloaded me. It's just 13 missiles. Jeez. Okay. All right, so I was saying a bunch of stuff, and I don't even... I got so happily distracted, I don't even remember what I was saying. But let me save the game, and then let's take a look at what you guys are saying in the comments, and then I'll say more. Here, hold on. Let's... Yeah, good. Use a... Oh, let's see here. Bot says... what happened to your hot Coke? It's here and it still sucks. Yuza says, that was not a new story, weirdos. Rin says, weird can be fun. Rin says, squirrel yee. Mark is eating popcorn as I tell my dumb story. Rin is posting little emotes, and Chip Puffington says, Pimp Man Fallout. Yuza says he definitely lucked out. Dude, I super did. Why would I be so lucky? I don't understand it. But I think it might have something to do with what Yun does too. Yun was streaming earlier today, and at a certain point, Avi, Tam, and Chai all pledged to like, they were like, can we move in with you, Yun? Can we hang out with you, Yun? And I don't remember what exactly the interchange was, but Yun was so like lazy, cool, confident, like just like, he was just like, you're going to do whatever you want to do, and I'm just going to be here for it. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he was so cool about shit. I think I may have had a I'm just here to goof off, I don't care vibe, and I think that sometimes that works for people, maybe. Anyway, Grazer says, I could barely manage one relationship. Oh, Grazer, bless you, Grazer, because you have just reminded me of what I wanted to say to finish up the story. I was going to say that very often it's really nice to come home from work and have two cute women standing at the door like daddy's home. Like, holy crap, like that moment is naughty, good, awesome, blah, blah, all the things that you would think, right? Like, it's an extremely fun time. Make food, hang out, watch movies together, do all sorts of cool stuff. It's really fun. It's fun life. But I have to tell you that when you've done something wrong, having to have one person yelling in this ear with another person yelling in this ear, it can be rough. Oh goodness. Rin says, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I've never heard of it called unicorn lifestyle before. I was like, wait, an actual unicorn? Is this something that I know called something different? But you do know it. Yeah. Rin, I'm using euphemisms or clever wording here so I don't have to say too much about too much. But yes. And Blooney to the Tony says it's that everybody's in an ad break. So everything I've said, nobody's heard or seen. So shoot. The ad break is finishing now. I might have to re-say what I just said. We'll see what happens now that you guys are out of. Granger says, oh no, we heard. Oh, okay. Good. I don't have to re-say anything. Oh wait, there's a dude way over here? Did I didn't take out this dude. But I will loot this dude. Oh, maybe I did. This is a Rust Devil. Should have been with all her friends over there. Okay. Lark Saracen says, is there more to the story? The story is basically just, holy cow, we actually got a unicorn. Holy cow is actually cool. It's so hard to find a unicorn and make it real. I can't believe that we actually had it happen. It was freaking delightful. Anybody who says they want a unicorn and they're looking for a unicorn, absolutely please find a unicorn. It's incredible. However, the joke, of course, is, like I said, that when you're doing well, getting kisses on both sides of the face is primo, but when you're doing badly, getting screamed at in both ears is no bueno. So it can be a little lame to come home and get yelled at twice. But there's not really much more to that story other than Lark Saracen, you're super awesome, and you know this. Grazer says, my ex is Polly and has something like 3 girlfriends right now. I think I'm just getting tired thinking about it. Yeah, there are days it can be like that, and then there are days that are just amazing. But yeah, it could be like that. Some days it do be. Use us doing the and says, I don't even want to imagine. Lark Saracen says, I have a friend who has 9 partners right now. One of their partners has like 12. They don't overlap. So one of the people who's a partner with the 9 people is then also partner with 12 other people. So a total of 13 for this one person. I don't even know how to do that. You know, Lark says, Rin says 9-12. That sounds tiring. That's what Yuza was saying. I don't even want to imagine that too, huh? That's what Yuza was saying. I don't even want to imagine that too. Yeah. Lark says, I have no idea how they do it, but it's also become impossible to schedule anything with them. Rin says, how do people function with so many people around them? I get overstimulated by one person. Granger says, yeah, how do you have any time for any meaningful relationship with 13 people? Life of Chai says, I feel that. Chai, you're here. You've been listening to this whole story. Oh, Chai said LOL up above. I didn't even notice. I mixed Life of Chai with Lark Saracen because they're both the same color, and I was like, Life of Chai is not here, but she is. Life of Chai says, I've been here. Hi. Bot says, but how would you do them? Hey, Bot, to be honest with you, I don't know how much I should be saying if you literally are 13. But what I will say, just in a very generalized sense, is you don't sometimes. You don't. When you have a lot of relationships, there is this concept of I don't even know if it's right. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know the terminology very well, but I'm not very plugged in. But it's something like you have a primary, secondary, tertiary. And the idea is that a primary, even if you have lots of people that you're with, a primary is somebody who's basically your husband or your wife or somebody who you're dedicated to. You want to be with them no matter what's happening. If they need to pick up and leave the state or country for a job, you're picking up with them. Like, they're your priority. And secondaries are people who are fun to be with and you fool around with them, and that's fine. And then tertiaries often are people you don't even fool around with. You just go to the movies with them. Just hang out, right? Like, they might not necessarily be romantic. I don't know. I dated a woman a long, long time ago. And Granny is rating?
Just rated with 8 viewers.
8 viewers? Oh my gosh, it's another raid. Granny, that is so cool. Granny, I was just watching some of your streams recently. That is awesome. Thank you so much. With 8 people too. That's really nice. Thank you, Granny. I really appreciate it. That is amazing. Granny, you gotta tell us how your stream was going. I hope it was going really nicely. That is so great. Okay, let me let me talk to Granny's viewers for a second, then I'm gonna get back to this chat. But for Granny's viewers, welcome. I'm a roleplay streamer. I stream mostly Baldur's Gate 3 and Fallout 4. I started up a Fallout New Vegas stream and ended up actually kind of hating it, so I abandoned it. And we'll see what I stream next. I was kind of hoping to do Expedition 33, but Sir Puffington said he's going to buy me Resident Evil, so I might do Resident Evil next. We'll see. But anyway, that's what I stream. Right now I'm in the middle of Fallout 4, and we are about to do a Deathclaw cave system. It is not in the real game. It is a mod I've installed that adds Deathclaws into a little focused area, and we're going to go into it and probably die. Granny Vat says, it was great, but I ended early because my backsides are... Oh, Granny Vats, go take care of yourself. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. Raid and run. That is a good thing to do. Life of Chai says, oh, I'm sorry about that. I hope you can get some self-care. Yuza, going back up through the comments, Yuza says, I'm overstimulated from the conversation we are having all by itself. Lark says, there's also comets that might be around for every now and then, but they're not on a regular basis. Yeah. I kind of feel like that's almost like the tertiaries or the third level people, whatever you call them. I guess maybe you call them comets. Rin says, maybe some of these people are more like emotional connections. Yeah, let's get back to the chat. Those like third tier people are often going to be something like that, at least from what I've learned. I was going to say, like, years and years ago, I dated a woman who was extremely poly. When I met her, she was already dating like 6 people at once. And they all knew each other. They were all fine with it. No, there was no cheating or lying or deception or anything. Everybody was honest and upfront. So it was like true polyamory. I got a little surprised because I thought I was going to come like hang out like as like a tertiary third person, like a nothing person. and she pretty quickly wanted me to be her like primary, and she even wanted us to do like a little wedding ceremony and stuff. And I was like, I'm not emotionally ready. I can't do it. Please no. Like I'm not there. Help. But it was very interesting because there were a lot of people who basically she would be dating, but I put dating in quotes, like air quotes, because her dating wasn't real dating. Basically, like once a month, she would throw a party. And then when I started dating her and slowly became her primary, we would host parties. And they were like poly parties. And people would come and they would hang out. And a lot of them, that was the only time she would see them. So a lot of these people that she was saying that she was dating, quote unquote dating, were people she saw once a month at a party. Now, sometimes there was fooling around or other things like that. So sometimes the parties were like parties. But, I mean, seeing someone once a month is not, I mean, there's not a lot. Do you know what I mean? Like that's 12 times a year. I don't know. I think for me, if I'm doing stuff like in that world, I think I'd rather just have the unicorn like setup that I have. Like 2 people's enough. 2 people's enough. 6, a dozen. I have a hard time bonding, so bonding with 2 people is already going to be work for me. And by the way, to come out of that conversation, I'll get back in with your comments, but to come out of that conversation for a moment and just talk about Twitch. It has been really rewarding to be on Twitch and to make friends with a bunch of you guys. Great, like all you guys are in here right now. Grazer, Mortar, Mike, Yuza, Life of Chai, Tam, Avi, like everybody, Yun, like all these people. Just to meet everybody and to like have you guys hang out and be kind, basically, is extremely cool to me because, like I said, I kind of have a hard time bonding. And so just to like hang out with people and have people like chat and do stuff is frankly kind of mind-blowing. But anyway, let's talk about some comments and then let's kill some death claws. I just realized it's been taking me so long to get to the death claws. I just keep wandering back and forth above the death claw cave. It's taking me so long to get to the death claws, and Bot is so young. By the time I actually get into the death claw cave, Bot is going to have gone to bed. I'm so sorry, Bot. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Let's see here. Grazer says some poly folks are pretty anti-hierarchy. It's like everybody is supposed to be equal in status. Blasted Ben is here. Blasted Ben says, hey. Or they're relationship anarchists. Life of Chai says, I like one night stands. That's my vibe. Life of Chai being a player. Life of Chai. Oh goodness. Life of Chai, someday I want you to use me and abuse me and then dump me. It's gonna be so fun. Why don't you just throw me away? Woo! Let's see what you guys are saying. Blasted Ben says, I do not talk to people either. Rin says, I'm happy to hear more about unicorns. I enjoy learning new things. Rin says, hey, Ben. Ben says, hey, Rin. Poor Bot. Bot is like Deathclaw. When? Blasted Ben says, I've been here since Mike raided. Thank you, Ben. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the raid. I cannot even tell what that I can't even tell what that emote is. I could pull it up in chat to see it bigger. I just got like a little tiny chat on my like overlay on top of my game. I'm gonna not worry about that. Bot says, hey, oh, let's go. all right, let's do it. I gotta tell you guys a serious story too while I'm doing this Deathclaw stuff. Shadow Dancer. Gosh, it's so hard to keep them apart. Life of Chai, which one is it? My girlfriend is Shadow Dancer, and Baldur's Gate 3 is Shadow Heart. Okay, I think I got it right. The names being so close, sometimes it throws me off, and she's my girlfriend. That's ridiculous. But when I first started dating Shadow Dancer, keep out. Yeah, I definitely need to keep out. This is definitely bad news. And we are definitely going in. Let's save. Oh, this is going to be bad. What I used to say, and I didn't say it to my girlfriend on purpose to be distressing or anything, but what I used to say is, I've led a full life and I'm okay to die whenever. I've had a lot of surgeries and a lot of stuff has gone bad with me, and I'm like, you know, if I die tomorrow, I die tomorrow. I'm a pretty happy dude. I led a great life. I'm happy. And Shadow used to hit me upside the head when I'd say that. She's like, I'm young. You need to figure out how to live to be 100. She's like, we need to have a long relationship. You better shut up about that stuff, and you better figure out how to live a long time. She was like really serious. And I was mostly being goofy. I was just goofing off. But the reason I used to say that is precisely because of what you guys are talking about, what Rin is asking about, which is if you've led a life where you've had like beautiful, wonderful girlfriends, the greatest girlfriends that you could possibly ask for. I had a wife. For 20 years, I had a wife. The greatest wife you could ask for. If you have all sorts of crazy, wonderful things happening in your life, I had the greatest career I could ask for a long time. I made a ton of money. Now I'm mostly broke, but I made a ton of money in my career. If you've had a really good life, there's a point where it almost feels greedy to keep going. No, you know, no depression, no negativity, no bad things in my life. Not having any troubles, no problems, but it feels greedy. Like I've had a way better life than I deserve. And people are so kind. And there's a point where you just kind of go, I think this is the point where like, I got to let like other people have their life and do good things. And, you know, you start thinking to yourself as like an older dude, like if I ever get into an altercation where people are in trouble, I need to make sure that I'm the person who does the sacrifice, because I've now led the full life and the good life, right? And some 25-year-old, some 15-year-old, they've still got like this whole trajectory ahead of them. And I'm good, man. I've done so many cool things. I've had so much of a good life, so I don't even need it anymore. And it just feels like over blessing at this point to even have more. Anyway, I have no idea if what I said is just what I just said is completely disturbing or funny or silly or useless or whatever. So I'm gonna look at the comments now and see what you guys are saying while I was spouting off. Okay, let's see. Let me reload the gun too. Life of Chai said, Shadow Dancer is your girlfriend. Ha ha ha. And then Bot says, bro fast, 69-year-old. I'm 69 years old. No, you're not, Bot. Rin says, the name mix-up is funny. I've done that. I did that earlier for Sir Puffington. Yeah, you called him Sir Paddington. Geeka Fury says, there's always going to be a new experience. Yuza says, continue being greedy. Oh, Yuza, your Shadow Dancer were here right now in the chat. She would like you a lot. She would be like, yeah, tell him. Grazer says, as a middle-aged, disabled, unemployed, asexual, I'm probably going to die alone. Not exactly a catch over here. You can't, it's not possible for you to die alone. I've seen your kids and family. You've got great family going on. You're going to be great. Lark says, be greedy for Shadow. Absolutely, Lark. Rin says, yeah, be greedy. Blasted says, I'm 42, but I feel like I'm 80. User says, no, Shadow already likes me a lot. Yeah, she might. Did I tell you guys she beat the heck out of me for what I said in Mortar Mike's stream the other day? Speaking of liking a lot, she got so mad. Grazer says, well, you're going to be partnerless. Okay, that could be. Although, Grazer, I don't know anything about you. I don't really know where you live or anything, but I gotta say, if you live near San Francisco, that is the place to be an asexual person and still have a partner. There are so many people here who would claim that they're like done with sex, they're out of sex, they don't have any sex drive, they don't have any sex want, they don't have anything. They're literally just like it's over for them. They're not interested. They're not interested. But some of them would still like some kind of relationship, right? Like they would love to have. I mean, I don't know what you have when that's how you are. Do you have have a long-term emotional bond? I'm not 100% sure. But there are a bunch of we've met a ton of them. In fact, one of them was my GM for a few years. We had this cute girl was a GM for us. She ran us through Pathfinder games. She was completely asexual, and it was freaking fun to hang out with her. She was adorable. Yuza says, yeah, cat ears is cool. Bot says, I'm 69 billion years old now. Rin says, Pops Fallout, will you wear cat ears for us? No. But I may talk Shadow Dancer into streaming tomorrow, and if she does, I'll make sure she wears her cat ears. I'll make sure they're all programmed up so you guys can change the colors on them and everything. Grazer says, I live in a garbage city, alas. Oh, Grazer, I'm so sorry. Granny Vat says, I'm going to move there. Yeah, Granny Vats. Come on over. Blasted Ben says, don't worry, Grazer, I'm going to be alone too. I have no kids or anything. Well, we should all just hang out on Twitch then. Let's just keep hanging out. I was telling Shadow, actually, that at some point I might want to go to one of the cons or something. Maybe try to meet some of you guys. I couldn't do it right now because I'm too down on money. But once I get back up on money, I kind of want to go to a con, just see if any of you guys want to go to one of the cons too. And maybe we just all hang out and meet each other. Lark Saracen says, there's a lot of kinds of romantic but asexual. Yeah. Grazer says, yeah, I have ace friends who are married. There we go. There we go. Life of Chai says, my bestie is ace, and she has a long-term partner. Granny Vats says, I've got 2 sons, but they never contact me. Oh, Granny Vats, I'm sorry. Unless... I'm assuming you're posting that being sad about it, but if you are over there cackling away and like, thank goodness, then thank goodness. But I'll assume that you mean that in the most serious way. So I apologize if you meant that in the most serious way. That's rough. I'm sorry. Sometimes it's better and sometimes it's not. I have felt that way about stuff in my life. I have a couple of family members that I just don't talk to, and I had a family member did a craziest thing. Back when Black Lives Matter was happening, I live in like Silicon Valley area. I don't want to dox myself too much, but I live in Silicon Valley. It's a gigantic area, right? It's from like San Jose or Gilroy all the way up to San Francisco. It's like a big ass area, but that area is also a big melting pot. You find tons and tons of Indian people, black people, Asian people, all sorts of people, yellow, brown, red, purple, whatever. And the only way to survive here in the Valley is to be okay with all kinds of people. Like if you're not okay with all kinds of people, you pretty quickly find you don't have friends, you don't have allies, you don't have anybody who wants to work with you or help you. And I worked with a lot of black people. And when Black Lives Matter happened, I had someone who was on one of my socials and was just going off on black people, just going off. And one of my black coworkers saw it and confronted me and was like, is this you? And I was like, it's absolutely not me. And they were like, well, who is this person that is, posting around you? And I just went into full like panic mode and realized like I cannot have that person like I can't let that person go nuts like on my socials or be around me and like be like actively interacting and close to me, because they're literally endangering my job. Like it just got scary. And I got really nervous. So anyway, suddenly this got serious. Let me go back to your comments and see what's going on. Ben is heading out. So Ben, good night, Ben. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. Life of Chai says, that is very fair. Ben says, you're all amazing. Keep being awesome. Granny Vat says, it was serious. The oldest has always been that way. The youngest Haven't heard from in nearly a year. Oof, oof, I'm so sorry. Life of Chai says, Grazer, if you ever want to make a dating profile, I'm down to help. That would be so fun. Yuza says, I need to see those purple people, old man Fallout. Life of Chai says, because you a catch, queen, to Grazer. Vi says, please drink the hot Coke. I will. It's so gross now. Rin says, I hate those kind of people. People are going to hate each other even if we are just muscles and bones. Probably. Yeah. Life of Chai says, this is why I love California. There's so much diversity and love of diversity here. Yeah. What's that saying? People, oof. I feel like I need to save again. The saying is that, like, for young people, like, they're always conservative when they haven't left home, and then when they go off to college, they become much more liberal-minded. And people are like, oh, it's those dastardly colleges that are making them be liberals. But the idea or concept is that the truth really is that they're just getting exposed to a lot of people. Like, once you are exposed to 4,000 people in a college campus who are not all like you, you just suddenly have to be more alert and careful. Maybe alert and careful is the wrong thing. I'm thinking of the actual game that I'm playing, being alert and careful. You have to be more open to them, and you have to be more aware of them, because it's almost like a survival mechanism. Like, you're now surrounded by real life, and once you're surrounded by real life, your perspective changes on everything. Anyway, Grazer says, what? Life of Chai just cheered 100 bits.
On Twitch.
Thank you so much, Life of Chai. And also, thank you for doing that, because that might be the first time I've seen that animation. I'm not 100% sure, but I've got the stream over here on my OBS. I can see it off to the side, and I don't know that I've seen that animation before. I'm glad it's working. Thank you, Life of Chai. Bot says, go faster, I'm about to die. Okay, no more talking. Let's have a party. Let me save and let's pick a fight. Here we go. Let's do 3 and 4. So I can eat and drink. I'm not even going to worry about those people. Let's get down into the depths. Yeah, here it goes. So the answer is I cannot one-shot him.
Hi, guys. I want a proper grave.
Did you guys hear Heather just now? While I'm shooting the death claw and pulling back from the death claw going, I can't one-shot him, I hear Heather in the background go, so if I die, I want a proper grave. How does Heather have context about this? How does she know what we're doing? That is so cool. Heather might be the greatest mod that ever happened.
Ain't every day you see something like that.
Oh my goodness. And Longfellow is talking about it too. What is going on? That's so crazy. Bot says, skip ahead. Skip ahead. Wait, Bot, I want to read some comments. But okay, let's do a little bit more before I read more comments. Hold on. Hey, buddy. Oh, I can't hurt them much at all. Oh, he coming. Oh, Lord, he coming. Oh, Lord, he coming. Stay down there, bro. Stay stuck. Oh, I was about to go get him, but then I saw that dude over there. Hey, buddy, what's up? Ooh, I'm tempted. I'm tempted to risk it. All right, let's try some headshots. I don't know if that's going to work. Oh, it did work. It did work. Let's crit him. Okay. It didn't do great, but you know, what can you do? Wow, it worked. Okay. So, Bot, you wanted to know how fast I can kill them. It looks like they take a dozen shots. I am not good. A dozen shots to take these dudes out. Oh, there's more. I can see. Oh, no, that's not him. There's some red over there, but that's not a bad guy. That's literally like one of the train cars or something. All right, Bot, we took out a few. We now know that I suck at taking out Deathclaws. We've established the truth.
That thing's 3 times as old as I am. That's saying something.
Yeah. Let me save and let me pull up the menu and then I'm going to read some comments. I'm so sorry, Bot. I'm going to read comments. I know that's going to drive you nuts. Lark Harrison said, did someone say Deathclaw? Rin says, a proper grave, Heather, in this economy? Mike Chai says, hi, Mike. Rin is doing something with an emote and says he does not care. Mortar Mike says, I'm over here dodging sleep per the usual. Oh, I have to tell you the story about Shadow getting mad at me in Mortar Mike's chat too, but hold on, let me see. What's Rin saying? Rin's doing this one at this emote again. Levich hides laughing. Rin says, he's like, what is tickling me? Yeah, the Deathclaws don't give a damn. Bot says, Mama Murphy is stronger than you are. Yes, Bot, she could kick my butt. I'm sure you've seen Bot, but if you go into the console, the like command line interface, and you run her stats, she has a strength of 19. Like now, as an old woman, she has a strength of 19. She's stronger than anybody in the game. Which is so funny because she looks so decrepit. But if you let her throw a punch at you, you're going to die. Mortar Mike says that is rich. Wait, what? Yeah, Mortar Mike. So here's the story. We were all in your stream last week, and it was, I think we may have even come in with a raid. It wasn't my raid. At least I don't think it was my raid, but it was somebody had raided, and I filtered in with the raid, I think, and then so did Shadow Dancer, and I think Life of Chai was already in your stream, and so people were hanging out, and we were talking, and Chai and Shadow, I think, may have started a little conversation amongst themselves in the chat, and you were interacting with everybody, Mortar Mike, and so you were talking, and the two girls had split off and they were doing their own thing in the chat, just chatting. I thought that they were talking to you. Just through sheer coincidence, some of the things that you said on stream matched up with things that they were saying to each other. And I didn't realize it. And one of the things that Shadow said was, oh my God, I love you. Or, oh my God, I love him so much. Something like that. And I said, because we had just come in with the raid, and Shadow's like, oh my God, I love Mortar Mike so much. And I was like, do I need to be jealous? Like, what's happening here? What's going on? Am I getting cucked? What's happening? And Shadow literally ran from the other room over to my room and smacked me. She goes, I don't know Mortar Mike that well. You cannot say things like that. She was so mad. So I was like holding the top of my head. I'm like, I'm sorry. And then she explained that she wasn't even talking to you. She was talking to Chai about something completely different. I felt so stupid. So I had to quickly post in the chat, like, I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. I apologize. Oh my goodness, the game crashed. Oh, hold on, I'll get it back. I just saved. We've lost nothing. Oh my goodness. More Mike says, LMAO, as much as I talk, I will sound like I'm responding to everything. Yeah. Like Chai says, LOL. Yusa says, oh, I remember that comment. You do. Mortar Mike says, that is a long distance cooking. Oh my goodness. The stuff that's happening in my chat. Oh my goodness. Okay. Rin says, I see. Tell me more. Life and Chai says that's hilarious. Bot says Vault-Tec is back. Welcome back, Vault-Tec. Vault-Tec, we're getting almost nothing done because I've just been reading chat comments and having fun. I'm so sorry, everybody. Anybody who's here, like, Bot is here to watch me murder things, and I'm totally not murdering things. I'm so sorry, Bot. Mortar Mike says, I only remember the comment that you left at the end. Yeah, you might have missed the other things because you were talking about something completely different. Which is why I was such a fool. Oh my goodness. Mortar Mike says, now I know the lore. Yusa says, unfortunate about the slap though. Well, I mean, it depends on your perspective. But yeah. Vault-Tec is back. Mortar Mike says, yeah, my chat provoked violence. I apologize for your head meat getting disturbed. Granny Vat says, you missed it, but I did say good. I did miss it. I'm so sorry, Granny Vats, but good night and thank you so much. In fact, Granny Vats, kind of wild that you're still here because you needed to go a while ago and take care of yourself. Totally take good care of yourself. Have a good night. Thank you so much for the raid again, by the way. By the way, could somebody shout out Granny Vats, one of the mods in the chat? That'd be really nice. Granny Vats, thank you so much for the raid. Rin says, is that supposed to be a convertible car? The middle part of the roof looked a little strange. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Where? Wait, I don't know. Wait, maybe it was down here. Let me just come around the corner and see. I don't know. I don't know. I might be blind. Let's get on top of the train car and see what happens then. I don't know. All right, let's keep reading comments. Oh, thank you so much for giving Granny Bats a shout out. I appreciate it so much. Shadow safe, my good man. Awesome folks, but I definitely respect y'all. Thank you so much. Granny Bats says good night again. Thank you for the shout out. Woohoo! Mortar Mike, it was in the cutscene. It was green. Oh. I don't remember then if it was in the loading screen. I'm trying to think of that car. I don't know. Rin says, I looked away for a moment and it was gone. Bot says, Dad, can I kill Vault-Tec? Wait, Vault-Tec's a good guy. Vault-Tec gave me tons of likes on TikTok. Hold on, Vault-Tec is awesome. Oh wait, but Vault-Tec's got our answer. Vault-Tec says he was talking about the loading screen and it is not a convertible. Vault-Tec says, wait, what? Yeah, Vault-Tec bot on YouTube is asking if he can take you out. At least I think he is. But I will not allow it. It shall not happen. It cannot be done. Oh, goodness. Okay. The reason that Bot wants to take out Vault-Tec is simply because I'm goofing off way too much and I am not killing enough Deathclaws. And I'm a little nervous about this little hole here. I wonder if I jump in, how far down it goes. Let's try it. Let's try it. Watch me die. Let's save and see what happens. Rin says, violence? No, you didn't invite me, Bot. Oh. I am actually fully underwater, but I don't... Oh, there is loot, though. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I thought there might be a cave system, but no, there's not. We'll take the helmet. Oh, thank you for the likes. Bot is doing likes. Thank you so much. Bot on TikTok. Okay. Let's take everything out of the safe that's underground. Whoa. Take another mining helmet. There were 2 helmets. Are there 2 skeletons? There's at least one. No, there's 2. There's 2. 2 mining helmets in the water with 2 skeletons in the water and a safe. So yikes. They fell in. Giga Fury says, violence? Yuri always chooses violence. Yeah, you do. For those of you that don't know, Giga Fury is in a game with me outside of Twitch. He and I, we play Pathfinder, the tabletop role-playing game. We play Pathfinder together. And he plays the most violent of all violent. He worships this god named Gorum, and he basically is just like a crazy, like bloodthirsty insanity person. Rin says, what would you call a squirrel and violence? Squilence? Mortimer Mike says, I see we sleepy tonight. I invite the shenanigans, Rin. And Giga Fury says, he's a war priest of Gorum. What do you expect?
Better hope you don't get stuck in that thing.
Oh no, wait, don't jump out of it, bro. Stay in it. Good, good. Okay, now that you're in it. Ah! Oh my god!
Here we go.
Whoa! What the?
Keep your.
Wait. Let's have a party. I'm hoping that my companions do not kill this one all on their own. I want to try and contribute. Yao Guai ribs for damage reduction. And then Psycho will give me damage reduction and will give me damage boost. Med X will give me damage reduction. Jet will give me slowed time. Gulper Slurry will turn me invisible and get rid of some of my thirst. Good. And then ooh, do I need to do anything else? Oh, let's kill this dude. Come on. Go. Why am I not firing? Am I reloading invisibly? Oh, okay. There we go. Come on. Good. Yes. Slow time for the win. Wow, they actually did some good damage to it too, just while I was just quickly trying to take drugs. That's kind of impressive. These two companions will absolutely, like, murder like, I don't know that I need to do anything. I'm in a rush to do something just so that I can contribute, because otherwise they'll do it all on their own without me. It's kind of nuts. Let's see. Rin says, a bit eepy. My thoughts are coming out a bit unfiltered now. Use this as unrestrained Rin is great. Do more. Rin says, squirrel on a stick, I'm lunch and dinner. What? I don't know what that means. I don't even know if I read that right. Hold on. I'm pretty sure there's...
Don't think I can pick this.
Oh, I can't pick that lock. That's crazy. Okay. Wait. Am I sitting on a level up? No, I'm not. Shoot. How close? Oh, I'm real close, though. Okay. We're going to level up, and then we're going to come right back here and open up that Master Lock trailer. Okay. So, what was I doing? I was messing around with the water. There are a bunch of other trailers over here that we should take a look at. Let's try to not get jumped by another death claw. Okay, good. Let's see. Oh my goodness, so many people are talking. Vaultec says, nuh-uh. Bot says, Dad, I have killed Vaultec. No. I need Vaultec. I come from a vault. It's kind of important. Let's see. Grazer says, I'm starting to go cross-eyed from being sleepy, so I'm gonna lurk. Have a great night, everyone. Bye, Grazer! Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. And Grazer, also thank you for the raid. Actually, you raided with 4 people. Wow, look at that. My memory kicked in. You raided with 4 people. Thank you so much. That is very nice. Vault-Tech Guide says, I teach Wasteland tips. Rin says, bye. You know what? Speaking of Wasteland tips, hold on. Let me get back to this cleared area. Can I get on top of this? Ooh, I can. All right. I think, don't hold me to this, you guys, but I believe that if you type !Fallout tips, maybe? !Fallout tips. I think if you type that in to the chat, it causes my bot to talk about Fallout lore. But here's the thing, I didn't program the bot to do any Fallout lore. It's an AI program that has access to the web and so on. And so when you tell it to give it, like, to tell you some Fallout stories or Fallout information or Fallout lore or whatever, it just does its AI best. And what's really interesting is sometimes it just hallucinates like an answer. So sometimes it'll tell you, like, did you know that in Fallout 3, blah, blah, blah. And then you're like, wait a second, I played Fallout 3. It did not do anything that you're saying. Like, so I have this bot in the chat that will do Fallout lore, but he gets it wrong like half the time. He's not telling the truth. He's such a stupid bot. Okay. Let's go on. Bot says I'm at 4,000. Are you at 4,000 likes? Is that real? I mean, I believe it. I absolutely would believe it. Wait, should we pull up the count and look? Oh, hold on. I hope I don't get trapped between two sides. Oh, she can get in here!
Help!
Oh. Dang, I would say that the Deathclaw Matriarch took down Heather, but I literally shot her in the head as I was backing up, so, you know. Sorry, Heather.
I didn't think I was going to make it through that.
That was my bad. Okay, good. Alright, assuming that there are no more Deathclaws to kill me right in this particular area.
I need a strong drink so I can forget I ever saw that.
Forget you ever saw what, Longfellow? Me backing up and letting Heather take the hit? Okay, hold on. What I was going to say is, let me see if I can pull up the TikTok stuff again. Oh, that's not TikTok stuff. Where's the TikTok stuff? There. What? There. Okay. There you go. Bot, you're at 4,100 something? Vault-Tech is at 490 something? Drowman Sky is at 160 something? I can't even read the bottom one. Is that Bloomy? I think that's Bloomy. I can't even see it though, but thank you for all the likes. That's kind of cool. I really appreciate it. You know what's wild is I still have a ton of people watching on Twitch and TikTok. But Bot, it says I have nobody watching on YouTube, but you keep posting, and it just went from 4 to 0 to 4. Okay, I think there's something wonky with the numbers. It's not giving me an accurate read of who's watching. But thank you to everybody on TikTok. You poor guys on TikTok are badly outnumbered by everybody on Twitch and YouTube. But I love you for being here. Thank you so much. And I hope you guys are having a good... Ooh, a nest. I hope you guys are having a good Saturday night. Or I guess now, or probably we should say I hope you're having a good Sunday morning. Oh, and it's going to be Mother's Day. Oh, some of you guys need to go get sleep for Mother's Day. I won't have hurt feelings if you have to jump off stream to go get sleep for Mother's Day. That would be totally reasonable. Oh, there is extra gear there. Okay. Okay, there's nothing else back here. I'm now obsessing over this little nook and cranny, but it's nothing big. Okay. Let's keep going. And let's see what's down here. It's facts? Rin figured it out. Wait, there's a ton of comments I missed. You guys go so fast. Yuza says his bot is throwing a strike, Rin. Rin says English looks funny after a while of looking at it. Walt Tech says, did you get strong yet? I don't know. We should find out. I've been playing this particular game so long, I honestly don't remember what I've accomplished in the game. Rin says, likes to 9,000. Thank you, Rin. It's, okay, what is it? It's Fallout Facts. Okay, you're right, you're right. Rin gets it. It's Fallout Facts. Yuza says, he's old, he's old. Bot says, bro is 2 in the afternoon. Rin says, no, I'm realizing my listening and writing skills. I'm reaffirming my listening and writing skills. And Vault Tech Guide says, everyone loves Strong. Mostly. I actually know a bunch of players who hate Strong because Strong dislikes it when you do certain things like hack computers and stuff. And a bunch of people are like, that sucks. I don't want Strong around because I'm going to hack a bunch of computers. But I personally think that Strong is freaking delightful. I love him, especially when he laughs at me. He calls me like little human or whatever it is that he calls me. It's kind of funny. I like him. I think he's great. Let's dump some of this gear. Oh, actually, no. Okay, well, I was thinking about keeping that 45, but I'm not gonna. Oh, but wait, I do need a fusion core so my armor doesn't lock up on me again. Okay, let's dump some more of this. Let's take a look at the comments. And then let's kill another couple of these death claws. And then let's get out of this cave. Oh no, I gave away one of my wedding rings. Shoot. I don't like those coming off my character. Thank you. There we go. Got it back. I am going to give one of my wedding rings to one of the women in the game. I might even give it to Heather. In fact, I might give it to Heather right now just to see if she says anything. She's a modded NPC that got added to the game. And she's been saying things about all the areas I've been going to. So I might give it to her right now. Let's dump some more gear. Give away a ring. And let's just see if she's programmed to say anything about that. I'll be shocked, but I'll be happy about it. If she does, I'll be happy. Somebody was telling me that there is a... Oh wait, that's roasted and I cooked it? Shoot, I need that back. Somebody was telling me that there is an NPC you can get that is perfectly aware of when you put a ring in her inventory. And that if you put a ring in her inventory, she'll confront you. She'll be like, "Are you trying to say that you want to marry me or something like that?" I thought that was so interesting. The module developers get really creative. It's kind of awesome. All the stuff they do. Wait, Yuza's gonna go. Yuza's gonna go. Yuza, thank you so much for being here. You were super helpful. Thank you for modding a little bit too. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out, Yuza. Have a good night. Oh wait, and Yuza, I think, re-upped on a subscription. I think that was Yuza that did that earlier on the stream. Yuza, thank you so much. Everybody should check out Yuza's stream. I think, if I remember correctly, we gave him a shout out when he subscribed, and I think he was playing Warhammer. I think that's true. You should watch Yuza if you want to see some Warhammer. Anyway, okay. Let's see what people are saying. Rin says, Rin says, no. The likes that I gave you was over 9,000. It is a Dragon Ball reference. Thank you so much, Rin. There is no way I would know. Although I know the over 9,000 phrase, but there is no way that I would know that it was a Dragon Ball Z reference because I've never watched it. Never watched Dragon Ball Z. Although Shadow Dancer and I did just watch a new anime starting tonight. Gosh, what was the name of it? Are any of you guys like really big anime nerds, like big enough anime nerds that you watch like every season where there's like new animes coming out, you're like up on that stuff. If any of you are, tell me which anime this is. It just came out. It has only 5 episodes of its first season posted on Crunchyroll right now, and it involves a cute girl who I think is in her first year of college, maybe, and she's a foodie. She loves food, and so the first episode is her just like making food for herself and being happy. And she's kind of a lonely girl at college. She hasn't made any friends yet, and she says she's trying to be quiet and simple and not upset anyone, and being sort of having like a very simple life and everything, and not being very outgoing. She just hasn't met anybody on campus. But then she meets these girls who want to form like a foodie club. And she can't help herself because she loves food. She's like, I'll be in the club. And it turns out they needed her to be a 4th member of the club before the club would be given official lodging or official like space on campus. And so she's like, oh wait, so you just needed me to be in the club so you could actually get like official lodging and stuff. And turns out one of the girls that's in the club actually knew her from elementary school, and is like, no, I'm really excited to like re-meet you and have you as a friend again, and so on. And so they became friends. But the same girl was then what's so exciting is we're not going to do any cooking. We're not going to do any eating. It's not actually a foodie club. Instead, it's a I want to be a lazy girl club. She's like, I just wanted official space on campus where I could put my feet up and do nothing. And our little main character of the anime, this little foodie girl, is just standing there looking at her like, are you serious right now? She was so sad. Vaultech says, do the proposal on stream. All right, yeah. Rin says, for me, it depends if it's a manga first for me. Rin! You're so good! It is that one! It's Food for the Soul! Dang! Rin, you are slick! That's amazing! You are so up on your anime that you could tell me calling out some little only 5 episode anime that just came out? Dang, you're good. What? What? What are you talking about, Bot? What? Bot says, bro, you have the best stream. Because the other stream, they recreated the Twin Towers incident. What are you talking about, Bot? Are you talking about because Geek of Fury went off to do stuff? Are you off watching Geek of Fury's stream? I don't know if that actually happened. Is that what you're talking about? That's crazy. Rin says, no, I Googled it. Oh. Dang it, it came up in a Google search just from the dumb stuff I said? That's impressive. All right. Apparently you have Google Foo. Let's put my gun away. Let's stand up. Wouldn't it be funny if I try to give her the ring right now and she starts talking to me about the ring, and then all of a sudden a death claw comes up behind me and just mauls me to death? Oh, of course that would happen. All right. All right, we've saved. So let's open up her training menu.
Hey.
Hiya, handsome.
Hey, Heather.
Anytime, any place.
Oh, Heather, baby. Baby. All right. Heather, you're going to get it. Can I make you put it on? Will it actually work? I'm a little nervous to actually make her wear it because I don't want to de-equip her gear, but it does have an equip option. Let's try it. It didn't take off any of her gear. Does she say anything about it? Let's talk to her again, see if she says anything.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey there.
Can I do something for you?
Let's chat.
Can we chat?
Sure.
Chat with Heather. What's on your mind?
What's on your mind?
You know those components we find on the synths for killing? I'm gonna make a trophy out of some of them and hang it in the bunker.
Your thoughts. Wait. She's got a new chat with Heather that's lit up. Let's do that one too.
What's on your mind?
Not much. How you doing? Feeling okay?
Definitely will be fine.
Definitely. We'll be fine.
You did good. I'm proud of you.
Oh, thanks. All right, let's do one more with Heather. We're going to ask her thoughts, which seems to be a different option. Then we'll wrap that
a
up.
caravan guard named Harry when I was a kid. His caravan got attacked by raiders, and they cut off his ear. His ear. Lucky it wasn't his nose.
That's all.
Okay. Heather. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was a ghoul joke, I'm pretty sure. All right. Dead Deathclaw. Wait, so this is the way we were going. I'm backtracking. I shouldn't backtrack. Let's move our way down a little bit more. And actually, I think we are going to backtrack in a moment. I think we're going to backtrack up out of this in a little bit. Oh. Look at that. My game starts autosaving the moment I see it. The game's like, yeah, you're about to get dead. Gun out. Oh, you paused, buddy. I might get reloaded before you can do anything.
And I thought fighting Deathclaws outside was tough.
Yep. You should not have paused, you silly Deathclaw. You gave me a chance to do you in. That was not strategery on your part.
Survival is to put everything to use.
Well, I think we can agree that Heather does not have anything to say about suddenly getting my wedding ring, which is kind of a bummer. But I kind of knew she wouldn't, because people were talking about some other NPC companion you can get that we'll talk about when you give her a ring. I don't have that other companion. I tried a bunch of other companions. They were so buggy. Like, everything crashes.
Jesus, it's so big.
That's what she said. Wait. Wait. Okay, let's go. Oh no, I'm reloading in slow-mo. I hate it. Let's go. Okay. Now, was there another one hiding around here? No. Okay, we good. Well, bot, we were asking if I could take out Deathclaws with one shot, and I clearly cannot do it in one shot. But I think so far we're dominating down here. We are doing pretty darn good for ourselves. Let's see what you guys are saying. When I'm searching for a novel it cannot hide, look at his search history. You guys are doing so... I have missed chat. You guys went too fast. It's now past me. I don't know. But you keep saying it and I'm never going to read it out loud. Rin says, oh, she didn't notice. Yeah, she didn't notice. Rin says she was too busy remembering the guy's nose being cut off. Yeah. Vaultec says maybe it's strong. Wait, Vaultec. Maybe it's strong that she's thinking of? Wait, that must have been tied to something else. It couldn't have been that. No, bot, I don't. It will never happen. There was some, oh God, I don't know who it was. There was some, what do I call it, VTuber. There was a VTuber who was streaming, and she was like the king of not getting trolled in chat. And people would post all sorts of things, and she would be reading out loud in the chat. And people would post things in different languages. They would post things that had, like, phonetically, it would make you say something that was naughty, but you couldn't tell just from looking at it until you read it out loud. Like, all sorts of things. And she never once, there's a YouTube video of her like getting trolled by every single person on Earth. Oh. We gonna run on that one. We gonna run on that one. Hold on. Longfellow, you are gonna die. That dude's got a skull by his name. You are so dead, bro. Okay. Okay. We're gonna do some stuff. We're going to take antibiotics to get rid of the fatigue. We're going to drink water. We're going to re-up on a bunch of chems, and we're going to slow time again and see if we can help get Longfellow out of the very bad problem that he's in now. Let's see. Oh, we'll take a Gulper Slurry too. Med X. Psycho. Ultrajet. The Gulper Slurry. And then I still need water, so then let's take just regular water. Okay. Good. Okay. We've slowed time. We have a handful of buffs. It's actually not a lot of buffs. Oh, and I got my level up. We wanted to do that on locks, right? So we could do master locks. Let's do that. Okay. All right, let's see if we can help out. You guys are so dead. Oh no, I'm reloading while invisible. Come on. Oh, we did it! And neither of you two went down? That's crazy. Deathclaw meat. Dang. All right. All right. All right. Let's see what you guys are saying. No, that character you put the ring on. He said that's what she said. Yeah, I did. Rin says, I would be trolled for sure. Yeah, I was so impressed. I watched her YouTube video. I don't even remember the name of the VTuber who did that. I don't know that I could find that video again on YouTube. But I watched the whole thing. It was like 30 minutes long. Just constant like edit. Everybody trying to ruin her. It was incredible. She was great.
Yes.
Bot says, bro, he put me on timeout. Bro, you got trolled earlier. I'm sure. All right, we just got something. We just got a key, this is a custom modded area. So that key is going to have something to do with the area here. Huh, my unlock thing didn't work on this computer system. All right, let's try it. Let's try it. Those has one likeness, so one letter is in the correct position. One position has the correct letter in the correct place. Let's see. Those. Well, it can't be wrote because wrote has two letters in common. I need a word that has one letter in common. Those. Place has only one letter in common. Let's try that. No. Okay. So place and those both have one letter that is correct. Those. Nope, no letters. Those. No letters. Those. Okay, quite has one match with those. And then let's look at place. Place. It also has one match with place. Let's try that. No? Dang. Get my butt kicked here. Really? Oh, that'll help. That'll help. Do that. Tries reset. Now we're doing awesome. Okay, so quite didn't work. Quite. It could be eagle. Those. It could be those. Place. It could be. Okay, eagle looks good.
Nice.
Great. If you notice the supplies are starting to run low, please don't hesitate to contact the site manager to request a resupply. Great. Raising questions. A lot of guys are not happy with some of the decisions made by management. Brand new mega loaders are starting to pile up while we are stuck pushing these damn carts on dirt. The theory is the boss has made some sort of deal with his brother-in-law, and they're both pocketing a bunch of the cash while bringing in a bunch of vehicles we can't even use. Who knows? But people are starting to get pissed. I mean, they still haven't told us what we're making space for down here. Some of us think it might be one of the vaults. I don't know what to think. Whoever's funding this operation must have the patience of a saint. Okay. Karma. Find a way into the office. Oh, I got a new quest. Okay. Looks like the conspiracy theories were true. Ross, the site manager, was caught embezzling funds. No wonder he always had a damn smile on his face. Well, looks like he finally got what was coming to him. We got him locked up in his office, and I don't think he's getting out anytime soon. Oh, that's foreshadowing. He's now a ghoul. Once the workers realized his profit was the reason we were breaking our damn backs for this hellhole, then it was all over. I think we're going to give him some nice quiet time to think about his actions over the weekend. Whoa. But you said you would, I did say it. I'm not going to say it again. I'm not going to say it again. You suck, bot. But I love you. But you suck. But I love you. Okay. So we now have an issue. And here's the issue. I do not want to keep doing the Deathclaw Sanctuary. Because this could go on for a long time. So I want to get up and out. And my problem is, I'm not sure how. I've been hanging out with you guys and chatting so much, I no longer remember what direction is anything. I know this is a new way, though, so that's a problem. Ooh, yikes. It's wrapping around on itself. I am... I am ready to get out of this cave system. And my gut tells me I've got 15 more Deathclaws to go. It's too many. So I've got to figure out how to wind my way out of this place. Or I do have a cheat item installed, and I might use it. The cheat item will let me fast travel basically anywhere. Let's see. What is that? What is that? Bones. Okay. No big deal. Not worried about that. Good. Okay. I'm a little nervous. This is going to be too deep. I might leave that there. Oh, dude! Coming down from overhead? That's just rude. More wolf ribs. More Yao Guai ribs. More Ultra Jet. More stim... No, I don't need a stim pack. I haven't even been hurt. These Deathclaws can't do anything to me. I'll never die. I am indestructible. You know what? I should eat some raw Deathclaw meat just to taunt this Deathclaw. I'm just going to have some raw Deathclaw meat right in front of him. That's just for you, bro. That's just some Deathclaw meat just to add insult to injury. Alright. I only have 9 shots with this gun, though. Let's switch to my other gun. We're going to kill this Deathclaw with a pistol. All right, let me take more drugs because he's gonna kill me quick. All right, here we go. Oh yeah. Okay, that one's good. I'm not gonna ever use this, but that's good. All right, let's get out of here. They're literally coming down through skylights now. Wait, can I get out that? Do you guys think I could actually exit the... Hang on now. I was gonna maybe use like a little cheat thing I have to like cheat my way into a fast travel. But maybe I could just use this. Oh no. The game won't even let me get close. Dang. Let's try one more time. Oh, no. Nope. Okay, we can't get out that way. That's cool, though. I would love to get out if I could get out. All right. We're going to come back to this Deathclaw Sanctuary later. Here we go. We're getting out of here. Somehow. Where is it? I know I have it somewhere. All right, there we go. Here we go. We're getting out. We're getting out. Commonwealth. Put me up at Starlight. Okay. All right. Wow, I cannot believe how many people are watching. That's crazy, you guys. We still have 13 people on Twitch watching, 2 people on TikTok, although I'm not sure that's a real number, 4 people on YouTube. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for coming out on your Saturday night to hang out with me, or maybe your Sunday morning. I hope that you guys are having a great night. And it's kind of wild. I can't believe we've been doing really good. This has been a great stream. I got rated 3 times on this stream. This is nuts. In fact, I wonder if I could remember these people while the game is loading. Wait, can I do this? I probably shouldn't do it while it's mid-load. I'm worried that I might mess it up. Hold on. Once the game loads, I'm going to try and shout out some people who rated me again. Let me see if I can do something. Bot says, am I the only one here? No, there's actually a ton of people watching right now, but you're the only one who's chatty. Some of the people who are watching on Twitch are probably lurkers at this point because some of them came in with raids. And so some of them came in with raids and they were probably already lurking in those other streams. And so now they've lurked their way into this stream. But the people on TikTok and YouTube, there's no way they could be in there unless they chose to be in here. And I got trolled. Wait, again? Or are you just referring to the old stuff we were already talking about? Rin says I finally put my PC together. Congratulations. That's so nice. What are the specs? Is it extremely good? I'm kind of wondering if like you just got it for school or something. This is taking way too long to load. That is really weird. I'm kind of wondering what's going on. If this crashes out on us, we might probably end the stream there because this is actually not a bad time to end. But I do want to get over onto Twitch again. So let's just see if we keep going. Let's go on to Twitch. And I want to do some shout outs. I'm going to shout out MORTAR_MIKE. Let's see if that works. Go show Mortimer some love. They last played Helldivers 2. I think we got the right guy. Okay. Then, wait. Geeka Fury is here. Geeka Fury says, nice. I'm getting my PC parts the day after tomorrow. Rin says, no. I just moved. I still had things boxed up. It's a 3070. Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad. 3070 is pretty darn good. Rin says, Geeka Fury, yay! Geeka Fury says, I've never left. I'm just playing and watching. That's so nice. Geeka Fury, I'm going to give you a shout out right now, too. Shout out Geek of Fury. Let's see if that one works. Sometimes I don't. My typing and spelling is not so great. Sometimes. Let's see. You were just playing Ghost of Tsushima. Okay, I think that's probably the right one. So we did Mortar Mike. We did Geek of Fury. Let's do. So Life of Chai. Let's see if that one works. Yes, just playing Oblivion Remastered. Good. Then let's do, who else rated me? It was Granny Vats. Granny Vats rated. Let's see if I get that one right. Yep, just playing Fallout 4. And then also the last person who rated was, oh boy, I can never remember the numbers on her name. Is it 1234 Grazer? That's not right, is it? It's 128 Grazer. 128 Grazer. Let's see if that works. I did it! Okay. Everybody got shout outs. Everything's going great. What do we got going on here? Let's go back to the stream. Let's see if this game wants to do anything. What is it doing? It's going so slow. Rin says, I went on a side quest of foods and chatting before I finally went back to my main quest. Yeah. Rin says, power. Rin, we should give you a shout out too. I don't know what you were last streaming. I don't know anything, but let's do it. Let's see here. If I do Rin, Kaneko, what does it give me? Let's find out. Did I type it right? Warhammer 40K. There we go. That's nice. Dang, we did all right. We did all right. Okay. The game is not loading. So here, let's do this, you guys. Let's do this. Let's pick someone to raid into. If you're watching on YouTube, hi bot. If you're watching on YouTube, hi bot. Good timing to post a comment. If you're watching on YouTube or you're watching on TikTok and you want to participate in the raid, you should probably come into Twitch now. You can find me on Twitch. I'm Old Man Fallout. Let me pull up the Twitch page here and just see who is streaming right now. We have Toxic Mommy, it's a friend of mine from Reddit, is streaming Fortnite. Metal Leopard is streaming V Rising. I don't know what V Rising is. Let's see. One Mad Noodle is streaming Fallout 4. I don't know anything about Mad Noodle. Is Mad Noodle awesome? Raytain is streaming Fallout 4, and Raytain, that might be interesting. Let me go to Raytain and just see what Raytain is doing. Is Raytain okay? Raytain's awesome! Guys, we're going to go to Raytain. Okay, good. Let me get her name here. What is it? Raitaine. Okay, so if you want to get in on the stream, you guys need to come to twitch.tv/oldmanfallout twitch.tv/oldmanfallout right now. Oh no. Let's stop that. Okay. So here we go. We're going to go on a raid. R-A-I-D. Raytain. Okay. So, for those of you who are watching on TikTok and YouTube, we'll probably just end the stream in a minute. You'll see me mattily typing and then we'll end the stream. For those of you watching on Twitch, we'll end the stream and we'll raid right into Raytain. So here we go. Let's hit the raid button. There we go. And let's see what it says. It says 8 viewers ready, 12 viewers ready. Wow, we got a lot of viewers still. Let's go raid this person. Ready in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good. Okay. YouTube people and TikTok people, thank you so much.